Welcome, friends, to today's live stream. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully we are actually live right now. Let's go ahead and say hi, everybody. Enjoy the view of my, well, now Blizzard. It had a nice view. Hi, everyone. Let's, of course, we got sub to MrSpicyGaming. Gonna mention you first because you're telling everybody exactly what to do. Sub to MrSpicyGaming, to me. Merrick, Henny, Jason, Animation Kid, hi to each of you as well. I'm scrolling back real quick, just looking for any names. Rots Dragon, hi. Thanks for joining in if you're still with us. William, good afternoon to you. Raichu, hello. Thank you all for joining in. We are going to do some cosmetic work today, and all the weather's not clearing up, but you can see better. So I want to do some work today. I'm tired of this cold weather here in real life and in the game. So I want to do something to make it feel more relaxed, more tropical. And that was kind of the idea of up here anyway, like a walking area, a garden area. Well, not garden, but like an area to come up here and feel like you're getting fresh air. Since, this is, the original game was all about being underwater. We're not so much underwater anymore in this one, but I want to get some nice tropical feel going. Before we do that, I'm going to run to the destroyed base because I realize I haven't been there yet. I don't think I've been there yet in this gameplay. I think we found out last time. So we're going to get stuff from the destroyed base because I am not sure if there was anything else I was missing from there. And before I realize I am missing something to build that I want to build, we're gonna head over that way and try to get that taken care of real quick, and then we're gonna do some building. Pierre, hi, thanks for joining in. The broken raining particles, that's just well, it's not rain, it's hail. It's too cold for rain here. That's hail showing up on it. And it's just, the way the particles have been done for a while. I don't remember them ever being any different than that since they added that weather effect. All right. Now, I left the other stuff behind because, it's just too slow with everything else. A very quick run. Gotta start remembering to do this earlier in the game. Just get it over with. Grab supplies. I want to build the forklift. I really want to build that. Give us that option. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was wanting, the snowman. We're gonna make some snowmen at some point. Despite I want to be tropical today, it's just, we'll do something somewhere. Make sure I'm not missing anything out here. And it sounds like something's being fabricated.
What did Altera use this place for?
Oh no, Ion Cube. Never mind. That was Ion Cube crackling away.
Researchers here were trying to find me.
Data box. Yep. Did not need it. Can't pick up that.
Lil wanted to know too much about architects. I could not let her.
We need that. That's gotta be something that comes in the decorations mod. I want that. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm expecting some interesting options with the decorations mod on this one. Gotta take the picture of the potato.
Oh, potato.
Yep. Potato.
I miss that.
Great name for a cat. Potato. Oh yeah, that one.
Posters were banned from ZenaWorks following a lengthy discussion at the annual company retreat 3 years ago. This poster is technically contraband.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble. I say, is it another room in here? I think they did add that. Yeah. This is where we get the other bed scans, right? Or
Sam's space? What was
not here. Okay, we're not scanning beds here. Take a picture, though.
I hope that cat misses me, too.
Okay. Nothing here. Let's get this real quick. Poster. I want that decoration option, too. I want, like, why do they have books? Wouldn't that wouldn't that be more likely to have like Kindles instead? Wouldn't that make sense? Kindles? Something like that, something tablet based, not here's a book. Like an actual book at this point in the future. Especially going on an expedition like that, you think it'd be, yeah, don't take anything. Well, I mean, I guess if the power went out, you'd be in trouble with, you know, break the Kindle, the screen on the tablet, but I feel like I'm surprised books would still be even in production at this point. I will go in here too, might as well. Hail? No, not H-A-L-E, H-A-I-L. You know, chunks of ice falling from the sky. My father is doing better. He's still, like, he, I guess, strained his back in some way, being stuck in the hospital bed, but, you know, he's getting better about it. Right now, it's not so much anything other than his back's been bothering him. And he can't lift stuff that's very heavy, and of course all his dialysis supplies are very heavy, so that means I have to go lift them. All right, so that still unlocks while we have Alan with us. That's still covered up. Yeah, jump, can't. Okay, so I can't even jump into that area. No, that's an off limits. Cannot jump down there. No power. Oh, at least this looks complete, you know, for the most part. I mean, there's no gaps or anything. There's not really anything going on in here right now, so I'm assuming this is where we'll see some kind of new thing happen with the final full release update. Still feel like we're gonna get stuck trying to burn our way, melt our way through ice in some places like that. We got the other spot where it's not letting me cut through the ice anymore with the laser cutter. And that could also be partly to do with something on the end of what they've got planned for full release as far as the story. All right, well, I guess I've got everything. Got some pictures, motivational poster, regular poster. I'm surprised this is designated differently for motivational poster. You think they would designate, if they're going to do that, designate picture of cat or potato picture, you know, something like that. Give us more detail as opposed to this is a poster, this is a motivational poster. I mean, it definitely gives a little indication of what it is, but not a huge amount. Still, it tells you which poster it is. All right. And we got a call.
Zero is where your sister worked her final days on 4546B.
That's what it looks like.
It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is practically off the map.
I'm doing good, Rots. Thanks for asking.
Prison. A lot of people
Cyberpunk 2077. I did not buy that. For one, is, you know, that's a fun game to play. Kind of that style for me is like fun here and there, but it's not like a primary focus. One of my coworkers bought it on PlayStation, and he said it was just absolutely buggy, like really buggy. And I was reading the Steam reviews and seeing so many people talk about they couldn't even get past the first choice dialogue element, where you have to make your first decision in the game. It kept crashing for people. So yeah, it's definitely overhyped and obviously not very well polished for a full release game. This seems to be, since games were now possible to be updated afterwards, you see more devs saying like, hey, or you know, even just big studios saying, you know what, if it doesn't work when we release it, we can patch it later. And then you have those studios and developers that never do patch it. There's some games out there that are very questionable of even 3 or 4 years after release being considered full release game quality. That's better for a bedroom. We're gonna do this. Better for bedroom. All right, one thing at a time. It does say what the poster is. Architect structures. Okay. I'm not sure why we'd have a poster of architect structures. Yeah, we'll do that one. One thing at a time. Keep calm, truck on. I feel like I want to throw that one out. I am not a fan of that. We're gonna put this. No, we'll put this up here. Somewhere. Yeah, we could do this right here. Sure, it's your field. Okay. And architect structures. What? Oh, that's... Wait, hang on. Let me see if I get this to happen. Yep, okay. So there's a very small spot there where it puts it right in your face. Not even in your face. It's like it pushes it back a certain distance. Wow. Okay, that's odd. Oh, so it's a poster from the gun platform that obviously whenever somebody came here and said, let's go check out the gun platform, take a nice picture, you know, get it at sunset, sunrise, get a good picture of it. You see, you know, the detail there, the light coming in. It's like, let's go make a nice poster for everybody to have on the other bases. I'm not sure I buy that, but okay. We got that. We got a poster there. And you know what? It's a good one to put here. Like that. Potato. And more potato. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. As we'll do it kind of like this. So like I'm looking at it from the desk. Yeah, there's the picture there, and I've got this for at night. Oh yeah, I've got that. God, turn these on again. I always have to turn those back on. All right, that's everything, I think. Except for this. There we go. Lantern tree fruit completes the ensemble for now. And I hear the clicking. I hear balls clicking. Yeah, it's possible they were, you know, taking so long to get the game out that people were complaining about it taking too long, and they went ahead and released it too fast. You see that happen too when games are getting hyped up, and it's like, oh yeah, we're building hype, and we're losing hype. If we don't get it out soon, we're gonna lose that hype, and we're not gonna have people happy. And so push the game out, and then, you know, you put your product out unfinished, unpolished, and you start getting bad reviews. I'm sure somebody got an earful like, we need this fix. Like, get on it, get us a hot fix. And I saw they had already posted something about a hot fix being out for it. At least to affect PC and one of the consoles, I think it was. I don't think they did all of the platforms, but I think they did one console and PC is what they did. I mean, it goes... Yeah, it's good to market and build up hype for a game, but when you build up hype and you under-deliver, it makes you look bad. You know, I would say makes you look worse than delaying, like, Subnautica Below Zero. It's supposed to be out, like, earlier this year, and it's going to come out, like, a year later, but we're getting a better, more polished product because a better storyline, as opposed to let's just throw it out to get out in time and then say, okay, the storyline kind of sucks. People don't like it. So here we are releasing an update that's going to change the storyline. No, they wouldn't do that. It'd be like, they did the right thing. They said, we're going to wait. We're going to delay it. All right, let's build. We'll do a bunch of plants. We're gonna do those. And obviously outside. Too bad. You know, can't put it inside. Oh, we need to do some... Can I even do some wall planters up there? I put windows everywhere. I feel like this should be something that can mount to the wall instead of being a section of the wall. Like, I need something like I could just place there and do like that as opposed to it being an actual... Like, I mean, the shelf plant, like, mounts right there. And this is next to the shelf. All this stuff sits or attaches, like, anywhere, as opposed to this acting more like an interior piece because it actually has a snapping point for it. I feel they need to change that and make this be just like a framed planter that can go on the wall. So you have that bigger, that look if you want to move it around. I am not going to cuss because I want to keep this, you know, friendly as opposed to I don't want to get, like, limit people being able to watch. You just played Subnautica, but not played Below Zero. Well, take, you know, what you like about Subnautica and expect some of that and some different stuff for Below Zero. I'm still not completely sold on Below Zero in every aspect. There's some stuff I like better, like the big room is a much nicer option than the large room is nice to have. I like the glass domes, stuff like that, but not a fan of some of the control changes. Not a fan at all of the sea truck still. I feel like that's one they could, if they changed the story, they should have said, you know what, we're going to keep the sea truck, but we're going to bring back, like, the sea moth or the Cyclops or some variation of a sub to replace the Cyclops itself, because the sea truck doesn't replace the Cyclops. It's not even close. So, yeah, I feel like they could have backtracked on more than just the story. Did I do the music, the intro music myself? No. I am not... a beat maker. I do more like I play the guitar and I can produce a little bit, but I'm not like a drummer or anything. So no, I actually paid a creator to custom make some music for me for intro and outro stuff. Hi Richard, thanks for joining in. The brightness flashing, Joel, I don't think anybody else is having a problem, and I'm not seeing that problem. Other games that underpromised? Yeah, I can tell you one that I really liked. I really got into, and there's still people who watch the videos I made for it and like the aspect, like certain things about it, or like the building is really nice in it. The way they allowed for the block style building, but also larger components. That's Planet Nomads. And they underpromised because in their Kickstarter, I think it was Kickstarter they did. It was one of those. They did it where they showed like demo footage where you were going to be traveling to other planets. Demo footage where you have these big underground caverns, kind of like how we do in No Man's Sky, but they never came out with that. They ended up dropping that stuff completely. So that's one that definitely underperformed based on what they were promoting as the game was going to be. And they, you know, they got a good number of bad reviews as a result of that. Which is why if you looked at them, I think they're still listed as overall mixed on their review quality, just because they ended up releasing it and saying, you know what, we can't keep going. We're, you know, whatever reason it was, they ran out of funding or they just got tired of dealing with it after so much time. They just finally said, we're done. Here you go. Game's not complete, but this is as complete as it's pretty much going to get. It's full release. And it really wasn't ready for full release. That one definitely was an underperforming one. I'm going to also say, based on my... I was gonna say I've got maybe 20-25 hours in with the full release, the current version of Empyrean. I say is definitely underwhelming. It's lacking the heart it once had. I don't find that same fun factor I once saw with it. Granted, you know, there is a lot of tedium in that game in terms of gathering supplies, but overall, I'm not finding it as, like, fun as it used to be. And part of that is experience with other games. I found other games that ended up, I liked them better because they did certain aspects better. Empyrean is still a great game in terms of the building aspect, but the gameplay is rather stale itself. Let's say combat is absolutely just terrible in that. I mean, there's some, like, the AI just got worse, I think, than what it used to be in even Alpha 8. And then I didn't play much in Alpha 9 because it was giving me actual headaches every time I played. Alpha 10 bored me to death. Like, I mean, I had to time myself just to get 10 hours in because it felt like it was dragging. Now it's not that bad, but it's one of those games I would say, to me, nowhere lived up to its promise. It could have done so much better, but they shifted from Alpha 8 and Alpha 9. At that point, they shifted like they were targeting for a different type of player. And that's why I see a lot of people I used to follow their builds on the workshop aren't even producing builds anymore. They're not even doing anything for the, you know, workshop community now because they don't play it anymore. And that, to me, that'd be like, oh, I'm playing, you know, Subnautica, No Man's Sky, stuff like that in that style. And now I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm dropping all of that. I'm going to now do just games that are, you know, like brain teaser games. You know, it's a, well, maybe not that big of a difference, but I'm going from doing this kind of game to doing creative only block building game. You know, it's targeting different types of players, and I feel like Empyrean's a good example of an underwhelming game in the end because it kind of did go underwhelming. Oh yeah, I never did put a window there. I ran out of, I think, glass last time. Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm gonna take this out. I don't want that there. We'll put a different plant here. So actually, we'll do. Yeah, we'll just do two. Might do like a decorative planter arrangement here. We'll do like one right there, like that. Well, maybe a little bit more centered, like that. Yeah, we'll have some fun with that. I'm just gonna eat some of those. Just get my water up a little bit. Perfect. Get some spicy fruit salad going. Oh. Hey, Sanchez, thanks for joining in. Jacksepticeye. I'm not Jacksepticeye. And they, was it the Cyclops or the Seamoth? There's one of those, they actually removed the code from the game with one of the updates. I'm thinking it was the Cyclops because of size issues, because they didn't really allot that many areas that you have to travel where the Cyclops will fit. It was kind of that, oh yeah, we're just gonna we are not going to give the Cyclops to him this time because it won't fit in certain places. So it was, I feel like the Cyclops got completely removed at one point, but I could be wrong on that. I just know one of those got removed as part of the whole, this is not going to be in the game anymore, and you know, we don't want you even trying to spawn stuff in. I know there was something we tried at one point where you had to do a special trick to get it to even let you build it. I think it was specifically I had to go through the, I don't think the command worked. I think they took the command out is what it was. We tried it, and you had to go through creative mode or unlock all and then build it from the mobile vehicle bay for it to still pop in. I think it still shows the sea moth in the mobile vehicle bay right now. All right, so we get, you know, I'm thinking, I like the windows. We got a nice view, but I kind of feel like I want to take some of the windows out like these. That doesn't matter. That's like, I mean, look what I'm looking at, you know, though I feel like I want to do some kind of staggered effect, either alternating or have it be this side is going to be planter walls and that's going to be all windows. We'll do that. We'll do planters, which again, I still think they need to do something about making that a separate thing that it just places down. Yeah, so we got green walls and we got a nice view outside. Kind of that feeling of being outside with fresh air. And you get that fresher smelling air. And look, we got a little ground planter part now that has like a little bit of grass in there. I didn't even notice that before. What else can we do? We'll do some stuff with the plants, but ooh, we need to do, you know what? I'm gonna do it over here because I've already done on that and that. We're gonna do a couple of these over here as like a, you know, you come up and you're like, hey, I want some good smelling air. You know, ocean, sunrise, breeze, something. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, something like that. We're gonna have that kind of thing going, and we'll do another one over here too. What's that? Yep. I think I saw lightning. Yep, lightning storm. We need mood lighting. We need like, we got speakers. If not them, somebody can mod this. Use the speakers as like a, you put it in, but you can turn it and angle it, kind of combine it with the lamp from the decorations mod, the custom lamp. Do that and turn it into like mood lighting that's directional. Like use the spotlight type approach, but it can be color changed, RGB, and have them where you can have a controller that turns them on and off. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, Below Zero will be first quarter, I think is what they were still saying, of 2021, not the necessarily first half. Now, there is something, if you're having like weird brightness, maybe not the whole screen dimming, but there is a thing where it still does bug a bit when you're inside and there's lightning strikes. Instead of it being a white flash, it gives like a dark flash instead, and it inverts everything. Kind of like the reason why it gets white inside when there's a whiteout outside. Some of the environmental effects are not isolated from inside. So you can have that kind of thing happening. To me, no, it's not to me, flower pots. As we're going with enough flower shelves. And it's not for flowers. I'm going to put like, well, I guess those I'd have to put something smaller into. I could get those in there. Could put a little frost vase plants. I mean, those. Let's put. Oh, well, I guess take these. We'll do those. And I'm out of room. We'll eat. Glass. We'll do. Let's make sure this should work. This one. Yeah, so I got that. And we'll do like this kind of alternating type look to it. So I gotta get one up there. I also want to kind of just see how they grow in on those. Let's see, we could do these, because these are small plants. That. Not that I need them for food so much up there, but... The only other thing I think of is marble melons. Now these, I'm going to place a blend of those. I'm thinking I want to do that as kind of like that's giving that tropical feel. It's a fevered pepper, and we got that kind of aspect since we can't place the little glowy heat plants down. You know, we don't have those. I'm assuming that will be part of the decorations seed fabricator thing. Have those where they track you and have that for like space heaters. Oh yeah, look at that. Snow flurries, and I can see hail pebbles and that. Well, at least you can stare at this and feel nice and cozy. So we got those. Yeah, we'll just... Oh, there... Okay, that was what I'm talking about. One of those... There's a lightning strike, and instead of flashing white inside, it flashes black inside. So it's not something with your screen or anything, and I'm not seeing anything as far as dimming on the screen or whatever, but that's the dimming, if that's what you're talking about. It's because of lightning strikes and the weather effects getting inverted from outside. Well, I'm not doing just all wall planters. We're going to have the floor planters. I'm going to mix it up. I'm just putting those because I want to have a walking track feel to it. So you can walk around the edges. I don't want it to be like, you know, we're just putting in like just floor planter pots that you walk into. I want it to be kind of like there's some room. I'm trying to think which ones. I want to do lantern tree. I want to do at least one on each side, I'm thinking. Actually, I might do the lantern trees as some of the planter pots. Like we could do... Put like right next to this. Like that kind of... Can't really do much with this without the snapping mod, but... Oh, that's pretty good. Do like planter pots there. That will give that kind of feel. And I might... Yeah, we could do lantern trees there because they're wider. And then I might do some of the horseshoe and the peppers on those. Actually, might do it like this too. If like this is the walking track, technically I could do it like on these as well. On each side. And do like that. I actually take that out and just put the, instead of doing this, take this out and put the planter pot in the middle instead. That will limit the variation. I won't have big planter beds, but that will line up the pots a little bit more interestingly. I don't know. I'm trying to... You know, I'm going to build this side too and see how it looks. And if I don't like it, then we'll switch to that. If I like it, then we'll switch back. I think that might be enough titanium. Oh, look. They're growing. That looks kind of decent already. I mean, it's obviously going to stick up in there. So I should have put these a little bit wider. That's actually going to look kind of nice. It's got a very similar feel to the leaves on that. And that leaves at least some open space along there to walk. Ah. No, up. Alright, I'm not sure. Which one is your preferred one? Do you like it with the planter bed, the big one, and then the planter pots in that arrangement? Or do you like it where it's just a nice row of planter pots? And that one's not lined up in the middle, but I'll fix that if that's what we want. Well, so, I mean, the planter pots or the wall planters, I am blending in different plants on them. I'm trying to use that as a different variation like this. We're gonna have different plants. You know, if they gave us more variations on the wall planters, that'd be nice. Again, if they gave us this as its own thing to place like it should be, since it's in this menu, it should place freely against the wall there. I'd have windows there and I'd mix it up with, you know, green. I'd be alternating that with the wall-based planters if they did that. Hi, tis Buddha, or tis Buddha Scratch. Nemo, why is it a nightmare playing Subnautica unless you're playing in the dark? Yes, I'm not so worried about the food production, but the idea of you being able to come up here and you can see we've got more environmental effects coming through. You can see the wind blowing in through solid glass and metal. But the idea being that I want to come up here, you know, if I come up here, some walking track of sorts. Come up here, do some laps, and fresh air. You know, you've got those plants cleaning the air, detoxifying the air. It gives you that feel of, you know, being out in a nice, maybe not quite tropical, but at least a nice lush environment as opposed to that bleak landscape outside. So this is kind of that psychological room, that one to help them cope with the bleak landscape. You know, you got greenery, you got that fresh smell of plants in the air up here kind of thing. And the, you know, on the other end there, we've got the nice little air fresheners. Hello, Finn Mac. Get right into full... What do you mean get right into the full release on that? You mean like just go right in before full story, or wait? Because I'm going to wait and do a full playthrough once it goes and gets done. Hi, Zane. The row of planters. We got that one. Yeah, the flickering light is just still, that's been the way with the environmental effects for a while. Like you can see the white effect kind of, you know, there's a whiteout going in some cases. Actually, let's see if they're doing it right now. In some cases it will do, yeah, you can see how it's got the whiteout effect on even the lockers themselves. That as I get close, it's like I'm getting, you know, through the fog kind of thing. And I'm hoping they fix that before full release. That is definitely a weird one. The sky is probably red because it's turning to sunset or something, and they tried to give that, or maybe sunrise in this case. So you've got that ambiance of the glow of sunrise or sunset, and of course the fact that everything's white, you get a lot of that reflection off the snow. So if it's bright red everywhere, it's because it's sunrise. It's not like it's sunrise, very early sunrise red with green everywhere. It's white everywhere. So you get more of everything looking the same color. Oh, greetings in Italia, or Italy. Tamid, I did use some mods, but the thing with mods with Below Zero is they break. I mean, even full release Subnautica, it breaks every now and then when they do some major change to the code, and it breaks a bunch of mods. But Below Zero's early access, so there's constantly being stuff changed. I mean, we've already had it where I've had to start twice again on the story because of changes with the story due to updates. And when I was using the snap builder, the very next update, and there was a saw that lightning hit right over there. It hit the same spot again. Very next update, after I tried using the snap builder, the next update broke it, and it was not letting me even load. It was causing issues. So I had to take the snap builder out. So that's why I don't use mods in early access, because for one, you're going to see a lot of stuff changing, so it's going to break very often. And two, I don't want to be showing a bug and maybe have a dev, because I am broadcasting this, I'm doing videos and live streams. If a dev watches, says, oh, what's that bug? What's happening there? And tries to figure out a bug. I don't want to be showing a bug that's actually as a result of a mod rather than the game itself. Who caused World War II? He who shall not be named. Voldemort. We know who did that, but yeah. We're not going to discuss that. I mean, yes, it's history, but I'm sure somewhere there's a demonetization thing about that. Well, it fits that one at least. So we got one mention for the row of planters. I mean, it does give kind of that symmetry to it. Guess I could alternate it. Do like the row of planters and then do like a grow bed kind of maybe like that, where I'm still leaving that room. Yeah, the wall ones kind of stick out a little bit, but yeah, a little too much there. I don't know. I mean, to me, that feels plain. To me, I like this. That feels kind of filled in, but I almost feel like I want to move this back over here a little bit. Like closer to the edge. Ooh, I wonder if I can fit that. Can I fit in? Yes. Oh, we could just do it this way. What about that? I do a planter bed between them. So it's kind of like we're being nice to the fishies. You know, we're going to give them a little view of some plants up here too. They got plants down there, but nothing major. And I could throw in some creep vine now, because I did build it tall enough. Kind of like, I like that. That gives us every variation other than the plain composite plant pot. Oh yeah, need to build that one. And that one. I'm just gonna do that other variation. I'm gonna still want to do that. Noticing, and I don't think I noticed this last time. I don't think I was building quite as much last time, but noticing now you get this kind of, if like as I'm building, you don't see it. It's not giving that skip, but when I am breaking something down, let me just do one right here. Let's see if it'll work with this. See, it gives that skip. It's when I collect the titanium now. You can hear it. It acts like I stop for a split second as I collect the item, and then at the end of collecting the last one, you hear it again. Like there's a skip to it. All right, grown. So we'll plant one there. And one there, and I can swap out later if we get another nice plant available. Tell me more of those. Okay, so I'm thinking here, well, maybe, I don't know, that's the thing. If I put a lantern tree on these, it's gonna stick out. You're gonna be smacking your face in the leaves and the low-hanging fruit as you walk by. Like, I mean, if that's the planter pot I'm walking by, yeah, I'm smacking my face in the leaves. I don't want that. I'm thinking the middle ones still. And this might be good for the sides.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, got it. Alright, that I replanted that one, so we're gonna do that here. We'll just see how this works. It's easy enough to swap these out now. If I do like this on the sides, that gives that temperature regulation type of feel to it. I could do other stuff there.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah. All right, so what's that leave us for those? That's potatoes, marble melons, which I'm not worried about marble melons. That's just, this is about decoration. So shrub nuts seemed like a good one. Maybe not. Ooh, actually, idea. Have an idea. Little tricks, tricky. But what if we use the marble melons to guide how everything lines up? If I can, there we go. I need to put those there. I'll fill in both of these completely. We gotta let them grow. But fill it in, all the spots filled with marble melons, and then I empty out like one corner and another corner, or like in the middles like that, and place down then the shrub nut so we get that nice alignment. Then I can take out the marble melons after that. I think that's what I want to try to do. We'll see how that works. Oh yeah, we're gonna do, how many spots do I have left in here? I did a bunch of those. See, antenna plants. Well, we got plenty of room. Hi. Penguin. He grew up. That's the baby. I just remembered. That's the baby. And these brine wings are going out of control. One, two, three. 3 eggs in there. And look how many I just got. That's, no, I'm taking these. I'm not needing that many brine wings right now. Look at that. That's just, we'll move these. That's a little excessive there. Let's go ahead and say that. They got very happy with each other. That's bioreactor fodder. And that's already out. Let's finish. We'll do these. We'll have to do at least a mod, because it's going to save time as opposed to having to go and retest everything like the way I did before. Use a mod that pulls from the game code to show how much power each item is producing. All right, power's going up. Okay, let's not talk about, like, World War II or anything like that. I mean, yeah. No, it's not current politics, but it's kind of the same vein. Everybody gets upset, you know, one way or, you know, if you defend it or you go, you know, I'm not saying defending, you know, the massacre that happened. It was definitely a bad thing, but let's get back on a better subject, as it were, and talk about nicer things. So yes, he was an evil man, killed a lot of people. We need to, you know, honor the people that he killed, honor their memory by ignoring him, other than, you know, it's a history lesson that you should know, but let's not discuss it here. Let's not be worrying about that today. Let's see, what else do I have? Titanium still doing okay. Quartz. Out of lead. Good on silver. Low on gold. Ruby. Is that? Oh, okay, I got some of that. Yep. Kinda not. Yeah. Okay. So I need lead. I'm completely out of lead. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, wait. I just realized I didn't see them. Where'd they go? I didn't pick them up. I placed them in... Where's my Cryptosuchus egg? Are they stuck? Are they just like that tiny right now? They're hiding in the foliage. That's why I was getting that scan on. Where'd you go? They're being elusive. It's not fair. I mean, I saw it. I saw pick up Cryptosuchus. You're just hanging around. Oh, wait. Somehow targeted again. Alright, they've got to grow big at some... Oh, wait. Are they, like, glitching? I think they're glitching. The cryptos seem to be actually glitching in terms of visibility. Like, they're outside or something.
New creature discovered.
That's not a good sign. Chosen Mass, thanks for subscribing if you're with us. Yeah, okay, cryptos are glitching. That's not a good sign. That's not at all a good thing. That's a sign that something is not working right. My lovely planters. Yeah, let's throw a couple of these up there. I still need to fill that in more. Get some more of these. Look at all these antenna fruit. Rather than having to go outside to get it. I mean, it's not a bad deal having that fruit. Or, you know, well, you're going outside to get it or building a large room, alien containment, to get all that stuff. And why is this still being buggy? Whereas calculating the percentages mixed. There we go. So it's just target one spot. So if you really want to organize them, you're gonna have to use that same trick I'm doing upstairs to basically fill it in and then empty out certain spots carefully to get it to place where you want them to place. Okay, so look at that. Time to let that grow. Yeah, that's, again, let's stop talking about that stuff. I mean, you know, let's just drop the subject on that. You could talk about it separately, yeah, in Discord or something, but yeah. And we're not a history channel. I'm not a history channel. And yeah, again, you know, don't want to, I mean, get me demonetized. Don't want to get me any kind of strike or violation. So let's just drop the subject. Yes, I mean, you could say it's a history lesson, but if people are getting offended, it's gonna have to stop. I'm trying to think what other plant options. Oh yeah, I need lead. That's what it was. I was thinking. I need to get some more lead. And we're going to swap a battery out. Little guy, that's that one last egg that I saw. Maybe if I leave the area and come back, the cryptos will work correctly. They'll start showing the right way. Let's see. All right. Go this direction. Got my brine wings. I'm going to toss a couple of them out right next to some cryptos just to see how they interact. I want to see if they start attacking each other, or if the brine wings, you know, go on the offensive and the cryptos just kind of wander away, or what happens. I want to see how they target each other. And then we'll grab some lead. So yeah, I think, yep, there we go. Oh, well. Chance of lead. Oh, there we go. Here's candidate number 1. Down here. Okay, so he wasn't coming after me. You too? Dude. Wrong. No, get him. Attack them. Then, oh. All right, he went after a brine wing, I think. That's what it looked like. Oh, audio is glitching. Ah! Okay, hang on. I gotta get a good one of this. We've got to get a picture of this. Come on. How many times am I gonna be able to say I saw a frozen crypto? That's like a perfect picture right there. Okay, oh, he's just like, ah. Okay, I had my fun there. We got a picture of frozen crypto. So they will fight each other, or at least brine wings will, you know, have their fun with cryptos. Does not take long for him to recover. That's funny. Talk about Roman rule. No, we're not going to talk about Roman rule. The greenhouse? No, I am not by the greenhouse. This is next to the twisty bridges and the vents next to the rocket island. So if you're looking at the rocket island, like here's where the dock is, I'm not far from there. Just kind of going like this. The greenhouse is a good distance over there. I have built over in that area, but I didn't want to do that this time. At least not the first base. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab table coral while it's in front of me. Yeah, I got plenty of room. There we go. Ooh, you know, I just thought. Deep twisty bridges. We've got squid sharks. But more importantly, we also have those little grabby tentacle plant creature things. What, plant or creature? I don't know. They grab at you and they're annoying because you can't cut them. You sit there, swipe with your knife, but it won't let you cut the tentacle that's grabbing you. Logical thing you would do. What if I threw some brine wings out around those? Would they go after the brine wings or would they go after me? Because those same things are now in the deep lily pad. And of course, I don't recall seeing them go after any fish there, but some of the fish might have been too small for them. Compared to me, they went for me because I'm the big fish. You know, a little bit more appetizing looking, I guess. You know. I wonder if they would actually go after a brine wing dropped in front of them. It's not like I don't have enough to experiment with. We might do that. We might go down there and try to drop a brine wing off. in front of them, as well as crypto if the cryptos start showing correctly. All right.
Warning. 30 seconds of
I'm good.
oxygen remaining.
Got my O2. It's fine. Yeah. All right. That's some lead. Not a lot, but it's not like I'm actually needing any right now. I just wanted to grab some while I know I'm out and we'll need some. Did my water finish? No, these are acting like they're running slow now, like I am not even partially in water. But my power is staying good, so that helps. Quartz. Or titanium. Oh. way too fast there. And I messed up. Oh, what's that one? We'll do that here. And then the lithium, and I don't see any cryptos. Maybe I should save and exit and come back in because I'm not seeing cryptos. They're supposed to be in there, but they're not showing. Still growing. Still growing. All right, that is this entire one. Worst case, I get a bunch of marble melons from this. If I can chop them. Yeah, they still have not fixed that. They need to fix that. Okay, so food done. Doggo cam. Oh yeah, Timmy. Timmy, wake up, lazy butt. You saw a duck on your roof. Okay. A mech rib. Don't get a mech rib. That's definitely not good for your health. No matter how good it might taste, that's definitely not good for your health. Alright, so plants are growing. Still can't see any cryptos in there. Timmy? Get all of it? You eat it all? No? Is that it? Hey. Hey. Alright, look. That one? We'll put it on your dog buddy. Little doggo buddy. Right there. See? Right here. You're gonna have to reach for it. I'm not gonna do all the work. You gotta reach for it. Oh, look. Right here. Hi, Gunner. Hi, Candace. Yeah, what was that about the duck? Make a shirt of Timmy, but say Timmy. I'm gonna do some stuff for him like that later on. Danielle, I have not seen Danielle on yet. Oh, you got up. You moved. All right, look right here, right here. See that? See the camera? It's like, not the camera, Dad. What? Hey, you what? Come on. Fine, I'll put it right there. You're being goofy. There we go. One more, one more. I got food growing here. We're good for a minute. Yeah. All right, one more. Come on, we're gonna do one more. You gotta do a trick though. Who's my buddy? Who's my buddy? He's like, I don't care about that. I'll give up a treat. Who's my buddy? Huh? Who's my buddy? Who's my buddy? Timmy. All right. Hey, tell you what. All right, do this. You want that? Boop your nose. Boop. Good you go. He's like, he's not gonna say he's my buddy, but he'll boop his nose. Hey, Lumative. Can we talk about me? Well, I mean, what about... Thank you, Lumative. Glad you enjoyed the content. If you have not eaten at McDonald's or from McDonald's since 2016, you are... do not break that streak, please. That's definitely healthy. I cannot say that. Generally, the only time I eat from McDonald's is if I go to, like, 2 other places in the drive-thru, or, like... I don't want to spend a half hour in a drive-thru for fast food because I could spend a half hour at a restaurant eating food, you know? Timmy, nap time? Okay, one more. There you go. Yeah, I would, I mean, I would eat McDonald's if they were healthier, but they're not. Most of the fast food places really are not that healthy. But if I want to eat something and it takes a half hour to get my food through a drive-thru at fast food, granted, I know everything's going on. You know, that a lot of places are not serving people inside, but still, you know, at some point you were supposed to handle your production to accommodate even people coming inside to eat the same amount of orders. So, I usually go to McDonald's if I can't get food from somewhere else because they're going slow. I'm just going to take from these. That's, yeah, 2 left. That's the last 2 for now, and then I'll place more down if we get more. We got these. It's our Serenity Room. That's growing some fruit now. That's good. Maybe that's causing a problem, or maybe it's the grapevine causing a problem with the cryptos not showing. Yeah. These will come out once they're grown. Just gonna let them grow. And we'll just carefully try to get the right ones out. So I can place down shrub nuts and get these to grow. Oh, what? Yep. I think that's still gonna leave room for 1. Yep. Oh, well, we're good. And food there, got that. We need another fridge. Just not enough here. And actually, we got 2 fridges here. That's right. So, need to start putting some water up here. If I get some water being produced. Why it's built over here and not on the other area? Because I was trying to get it to be faster. That's not working. It's even submerged. Look at that. That's mostly in the water. It shouldn't be going that slow. It should be still counting like it's a decent speed. These haven't grown back yet. Is it not doing the same thing again? It's not targeting those. Oh, no, I'm not even looking at the creep vine and it chopped it. Ah. Yeah, that's being annoying with these. It's not actually responding correctly with those. That's a definite needs to be fixed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We'll throw... So I got 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw 1 in here just for the extra cosmetic. Like that. And if I got room now, Nope, not yet. Well. Can't fit there. Throw it there. That's still bothering me. No cryptos showing up anywhere. Lumitive, thank you for subscribing. Where do you find the alien containment? And this one, let me think. I want to say it is... I want to say Outpost Omega. I could be wrong with that. The one at the lily pad, above the deep lily pad area. I want to say that's it. But I can't say for sure on that one. Madison, hey, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I've seen not video of it, but I've seen like you know, McDonald's and stuff like that that's been put in under glass or something and just stays you know, perfectly fine. And Tommy, thank you for subscribing. Did you both just resubscribe? Yeah, that's, I mean, there's a lot of places that use that kind of stuff that actually preserves food for a long time. And it's not uncommon. I mean, there's stuff from like you can get from I want to say, I think as far back as World War II, some of the food tins have been like found that were issued to soldiers that were opened and still edible like into the 2000s because of the stuff they used to preserve. And that was, you know, 1940s when those were made. So there's some stuff that can make food last for quite a long time. I said third Dogazi, well, not, that's also another place. Yeah, you could get, there's two places I think you get the alien containment in this one. And I want to say one was maybe Outpost Omega, but I could be wrong on that. But yeah, you can also scan it in the bridge ship section on here for that. Predators in creative mode. I mean, in creative mode in this game, there's always going to be predators. They're just not going to interact with you. You basically have the invisible cheat turned on at that point where they don't attack you. You're just kind of whatever. Perrin, the game, supposedly last I saw anything about it was first quarter of 2021. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff done with it now, with the story being voiced and everything. So we should be seeing it in the next 3-ish months. Maybe not necessarily the next 3 months, but next 3-ish months. Could be 4. But I think they're gunning to finally get it out this year in March as opposed to when it was supposed to come out. Or, you know, 2021 March it was supposed to come out in March 2020. Are these? No, they're still not targeting right, but it's close. And we're getting a lot of lightning storms today. It's unusual having this many. Or maybe I'm just like not in the base as much lately. Oh yeah. Still very much bugged on these. Because it was showing, you know, it's 100% on salt, but there's no salt. That's where the problem is. And these were doing that before where it showed like 0 on salt, but it'd have all salt in there and no water made. And yeah, these are just not working right. All right, well, I'm going to worry about filtered water for now. We're just going to leave it to these. Let's see. Okay, that one's grown back. Stuff. My squid shark's still swimming around. Yeah, he's my reserve one. Yeah, shrub nuts. Let's actually go ahead. I think it probably is going to be almost done by now. So we're going to do this. 97%. All right, we're getting close. You see my rake? It's what it looks like, a magical rake for raking up leaves. This is my rake out there. Or maybe a broom. You know, it's a broom. Okay. What? 100%. 100%. These all... There we go. Okay. So, careful. Like that. So, I'm just taking out certain ones. And it's not letting me switch them in. So, it's not letting me choose to do in between still. So, you have to actually put them in a corner. I wish they would change that. Let you arrange it differently. Alright, we'll do alternating corners then at least. Right, yep, okay, that worked. I would really like to see a customization option for you drag it and place it in a certain tile. I feel like that's a definite thing for people who care about cosmetics on their stuff. You know, they want to make it look nice. All right, I'm gonna save. I haven't saved in a while. Probably like an hour at this point. Hi, Michael Miller. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, the light flickering effect is from lightning as a result of the, you know, it's inverting something on that. That's what's going on. It's not the OBS or anything. It's an environmental effect in the game, but instead of it being a lightning strike and flashing white, the effect gets inverted. Same way we get white-looking lockers when there's a whiteout going. It's environmental stuff occurring inside. I honestly, the new PDA voice, I kind of like the previous one better. I mean, they've gone through. This is like the third iteration, I think. I didn't care for the first one. I think it was the first one had too much of that, like, almost robotic, or maybe that was the second one. I liked, they had a nice accent, I think it was on the second one. I like that. I don't like the third one quite so much. The newest one. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. Actually, let's look and see on the graphics. I don't know about that. Weather quality, you could turn down the weather quality, but it's low or high. There's not a off. It looks like, I remember seeing they added a thing to turn down weather, but apparently they're not going to let you turn it off. So that, hopefully they're just going to fix the effect. So when it has a lightning strike, it actually flashes white, but not through walls, not where there's no windows. Hopefully it's going to be an effect that it works through a window. You get like a flash of light here because there's a window, but not, you're down inside and it's flickering a flash of lightning, but you're completely enclosed in metal. You know, hopefully they just fix that part of it. I am not going to forget about my roots, Merrick. I'm not going to forget about all of you. Yeah, they've done a lot of rework on it over the last few weeks. Hey, Tim, thanks for joining in. Or are you talking to Jason? Timmy is good, Michael. Thanks for asking. We actually just had him on a few minutes ago. The Barber, thank you for subscribing. If you're with us. Yeah, Timmy's good. He's just being lazy. That's right. Yeah, he's being lazy right now. He got some playtime in earlier, and now he's like, I need to rest. Where the spiral plants? You're talking about the ones actually called spiral plants that I was having trouble with? There's a couple of places I know of now to get them. We found one last time. The main one, I remember everybody saying that, you know, it was like kind of the main one to get these. Easiest one to find, I guess, in terms of if somebody's not familiar, is the vent gardens. You know, the big jellyfish looking ones that are rooted down way over that way. You go inside their mouth area. You actually swim down and go up inside their mouth, and inside the on the little platforms you'll find those. But last stream we did find a new spot where you could get them, which is over by one of the precursor scan spots. So we'll actually go, you know, actually we'll go over there real quick. Just make it easier to show you. Towards the purple vents area over here, there used to be a skeleton research spot. It was like, here's the skeleton, all these lights. You're right near the chelicerates, and that is above the drop down for that area into the purple crystal cavern area. So right there, they moved the skeleton down. It's actually by the thruster area for the ship. The first shipwreck you go into, the small one. If you find that door, it's right next to that, or it used to be right next to it, where they were like within sight of each other. Now they've lowered the placement of that research spot, the skeleton research, down into the caverns below. But if you go there, he's got the research, and I'm pretty sure that was the one where last time we were looking at that. It has also an ion cube right there, and there was like gel sacks and the spiral plants. And I think that's a couple of my guys I dropped off there. That's not the spiral plant. It looks similar, but it's not the spiral plant. But we're gonna go through here, and I'm just to the side of the rocket island. And so I think, yeah, right here. If you start seeing some of the salvage, you're like a trench, we should be on our way to the wreck. There it is. So you'll see that. Look at that way there. That visual glitch that still happens in even this game. It used to be you would see that, and then right here was a skeleton. Now we go on down. I go down here, and let's say maybe it's over. Okay, not that way, but there is a scan over there, I see. I remember we did this last time, and it's like right before the actual descent into the dark caverns. I want to say is where it was. All right, that's the drop. So unless I got mixed up again, it should be in here. So I remember we came across it, and it was stayed right there. It is. Yeah, so you're looking for this. Just, it's basically straight below where it used to be. And let's see, there's gel sack. There's where a ion cube was, and there, spiral plant. So if you're looking for quick and easy now, that vent garden, it's easy. It's further out, and you have a chelicerate you gotta get by, but you have chelicerate here too. This is just, for me, much closer now to be able to find that. I'm trying to remember that in the future for the next big playthrough. But it's just right next to the shipwreck, the thruster engine side of the ship. Just drop down, look to the side over on this edge, and you'll find the skeleton and some spiral plants there. Hopefully that explains it well enough for you, listeners. Yeah, 'cause one of the creatures from Subnautica be in Below Zero? Or you mean like from one of the ones in Below Zero to actually go into Subnautica? Emerald Dragon. As far as story, I'm liking the development of the story. I like how it's now changing. It's feeling a lot better, and we're seeing more of that back end. But, I'm not finding it quite to the same quality as the original game. And this is because original game, you had that full sense of isolation. You never talked to anybody. You just listened to messages, live messages from Sunbeam, old messages from people, stuff like that. You never got to actually talk to anyone. Granted, here we have just the crazy woman to talk to a little bit, but we have Alan, our AI, alien intelligence, not artificial intelligence, alien intelligence, AI that we talk to all the time. So we've got more of that conversational aspect. So it gets rid of that isolation feel. Yes, you are alone, kind of, as, you're not being helped by a crazy lady, and you're not being helped by a human intelligence, but it still removes that sense of isolation that I think was part of why the first story was so endearing to people. That said, I do like the development of we're seeing more. We get to interact with the precursor. We get to learn more about kind of the precursor thoughts, and it really just feels to me like they're pushing in the direction of more direct interaction with precursors in a Subnautica 3. That's just the way I see it going. It's their butt. See, now we've gone over this with the vent gardens, Merrick. That's where they're ingesting their food. The vents are below them that they sit on. So that's their mouth taking the food in and ejecting the waste out the top. So it's actually the top of them is the butt. Biggest sub in the game is, unfortunately, the sea truck. What I was just driving. That's the biggest and only sub in the game. Basically, you got what is a halfway point between the Cyclops and the Sea Moth, and nowhere near as effective as either one. Let's see. All right, that does not look like I was wanting, but it will work. I might throw like the only other thing really is potato plant, because I don't think we could still get the bobo trees anywhere. I can't harvest from them in Marge's base, because or Magda's base. I can't swipe out, it doesn't do much. So I don't think that's gonna be an option there. I feel like I want to move this somewhere else. Yeah, that, you know what, that actually, yeah, that's going out. Oh, not out, but it's going there. I don't want to do that. Framed art. See, I get this. It looks like artwork. Not necessarily like, hey, it's art of this planet. But I still can't figure out why they said, hey, on this scientific expedition, take a photographer with you. Get a very nicely framed, not framed like this, but, the framing as far as the look of it. Take a photographer, get a really nice shot of the gun platform in like early morning sunrise, make it look really kind of, pleasant, get some birds in it, get the moon in the background. Yeah, we're gonna send a photographer on a science expedition. I don't get that. That's one thing I'm not sure about that one. Oh, you know what? We'll do this. Boom, right there. Look at that. One thing at a time, keeping you motivated while you're stuck on this planet. All right, come up. Got our got gear exercise in. Walking along. Got fresh, beachy smell, and then fresh green air. Greenery, and just, oh yeah, getting that exercise in. All right, that's enough. Time to go take a nap. Siesta time, and yeah, we're getting that. There's a whiteout going again. You know what? I am going to save. I want my cryptos to work, so I'm going to actually back out on this. Timmy, while we reload, let's you say hi again. Some people didn't see you earlier. You gotta be seen. Yeah, easy one, you got the one you gotta work for. Cut creatures from below zero, or from Subnautica in below zero. Oh, okay. So like the Reaper, but yeah. I mean, oh, there they are. Cryptos are fixed. So missing cryptos after hatching eggs, just save and back out. You don't even have to close the game out completely. Just save and reload your save. So I've got some pet cryptos. Need to get another penguin in there so I can have that going. I hope that they be starting to pop out some eggs. I don't want to have to go hunt them down. You know what? You come out. I don't even care about you. Not gonna fit. I can go there. Alright, that's one less. Got that one. Got those. That should be enough room for them to pop out some eggs. And don't quit messing with me. You guys play nice in here. I need a penguin. Another baby one. We're going to do another baby one. Huh, Timmy? Look, look. It's like, I'm tired. Put it right here. Why is your game having so many lag spikes? I mean, it depends on the mod you're using. And I guess, I mean, if you're talking about running on a server, to maybe check your connection with the server. Yeah, the gun was shut down facing the water. I think you're right on that once you shut it down. So I'm going to say that is probably not an accurate picture to begin with anyway, because it looks like it is still in the default position of waiting to be aimed. Like the resting position, so that it doesn't have to like raise up, you know, conserving some power. So yeah, unless we rearmed it and learned how to use it, which I think we would have more advanced tech in our bases if that was the case. And granted, we do have some tech we're getting with that. Let's go ahead and clarify. You know, Recyclotron, we're using an ion cube for that. We've got the tether tool we get in this, so we can actually teleport. So we are getting precursor tech, but it's not like super amazing tech. And that's actually really expensive for a snowman to make a rebreather and an O2 tank for that. What do you think of that, Timmy? Oh, you got up. Here, look. Give me another piece. Look, right there. You stick your ear up. No, no more. Here's your dog, buddy. All right, here you go, fatty. The PDAs, like, you mean this game PDA has camera? Living next to the vent garden. We did that. We actually, or I built on the vent garden previous game save. I was actually built over the top of it and kind of symmetrical. So if you want to live next to them, I don't see a problem with it. Stay towards the lower elevation one because the chelicerae is further away on that one. I would say do that. Sandworms. I think that would be, if we get, you know, Subnautica 3, that would be a good fit for Subnautica 3, because I'm thinking Subnautica 3 go... Well, granted, we talked last time we might be going on to the alien homeworld, the precursor homeworld, but it'd be great to have, like, maybe a desert section to contrast the cold. We have a cold wasteland, get a hot wasteland, you know? But I think we'll probably end up seeing something different with that. I mean, you could do like a sandworm in the original game in like the crash zone, where it's like a lot of sand, and dunes would work there. But yeah, I mean, it'd be only in certain places. I don't know if that would, like, how far that would carry and overall in the first one. Hi, active, I like that. All right, Timmy's napping. Wiring kit, fiber mesh, and what was that, silicone rubber for that? Yep. I need 2 fiber mesh. So a bunch more creep vine. And seed cluster. Actually, I've got the seed clusters. There we go. And... oh, wait, I had made... that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, oh, actually, that. We'll take that. I won't have to use this. I was like, I remember last time I ended up with a bunch of creep vine samples, so we made some fiber mesh. So I need silver and some titanium. I think it was, what, 2? We'll grab a little extra. And... yeah. 2 silver. Let's make... actually, what? I should just... yeah. But I need the wiring kit, too. There we go. Got that. That. Which leaves me only needing 3 snowballs. Normal use for snowballs beyond trying to purify water, which I still don't care for. I mean, you got so many other options where you're going to be with snow. Why not just, you know, ignore the snow and the water purification? You still have to go collect a plant for that to work too. Audio is definitely having some delay. Come on, this is not just ice, there's snow. Okay, come on, there's snow here, right? Look, snow. Okay. We'll do... try over here real quick. I see snow. Or, no, that's ice. There was snow around on that point. Alright. Mountain. Should be that way. We'll just go there, grab some snow. We're going to build a snowman over here. And I'm kind of thinking I want to build it up high. So it's like maybe looking in the window like a creeper. We can do that. Is it only 3 p.m.? It's only 3 p.m. Paul, glad you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for joining in. All right, if you find the first vent garden, the very first one you come across, there's a big, tall bit of terrain that has a larger one, the purple vent hands on it, and a bunch of the lily paddlers wandering around. Also used to be a good spot to get a lot of the thermal plant scans. If you go past that, it's like it's an archway, if I remember, kind of like an archway. You go through the archway, other end is a lower elevation vent garden, and further away from the chelicerates. That's also, I think, that one. The first one is where you drop down to go to Crazy Lady's base. That's the other way to get down there. And then the one I'm talking about is actually above one of the precursor sites. So, I can't remember if you actually get a notice for that one or not, but if you get a notice, it's there. So there. Timmy's just like, I'm sleepy. Oh yeah, I need another baby. Where's your babies? I love how we're still going to build a snowman with the habitat builder. That it's not a oh yeah, you actually you're gonna grab snow, and I'm doing it with 3 snowballs. Anybody who's built an actual snowman knows you need something more than a little snowball, and I guarantee these are snowballs, not snowballs, not, you know, so big that they are bigger than my head like the snowman implies. It's like that same thing with, oh, you know, 2 things of
geothermal activity detected.
It's like, you know, this tiny amount of titanium and you build this big massive cyclops, you know. That's why there's mods people made to increase the resource cost of certain things, because they felt it wasn't realistic, which it really isn't, but you know, besides the point.
Seek fluid intake.
Subnautica Scorching Hot. I don't know, that doesn't have the same, like, it doesn't roll off the tongue the same way. Subnautica Below Zero. Subnautica. I don't know. Maybe if they do like the thing where we're going to another planet, not the same planet, but a different planet, precursor home planet, and not just exploring another research site area, maybe Subnautica Sands of Space. And it's like part of that, we're going through space to another planet. I don't know. We gotta wait and see how the story ends on this. But yeah, I just feel like it seems like they would be going in the direction of a desert, but now the story also kind of makes me feel that we're going to leave with Alan at the end of the story to go to the precursor homeworld, because we can't find Sam, or we find out Sam has gone to the precursor homeworld, something like that. I feel like that's where this is leading to. Oh, I see some babies ones. Go ahead and grab that. Be right here. Oh, they're right there. They're not diving, that's what it is. They're just flopping around on the surface. I'm taking your baby. They don't care. Strange, you don't get attacked when you steal the baby. You steal their infant, and they're just like, whatever. Is that a fish you got there? I feel like we need a tribute to Legend of Zelda. It needs to be like chickens in that game. Instead of smacking the pingling, you take the baby, and then they all just start attacking you, and like 50 of them spawn in from nowhere and attack you. You just gotta go like inside your base for a few minutes. We need that. That could be a fun little tribute. And I can't see. What? Okay. But that just broke. It showed. But oh, I didn't do the whole thing. I did like one. Really? Look at that. Okay, that is really buggy then.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
So I got a big ball of snow because it used one of the snowballs, and I can't pick it back up. Okay, yeah, that's very buggy. That's why I haven't bothered with them. Stuff like that. This building on land is not very polished in this game. At all.
Welcome Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's put this stuff away for now. And I'll get another snowball later. Like that. Yeah, snowballs. We'll grab more. And... that went too far? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, might want to put the tank in there too. Not that. I put the wrong thing in. So what was it? Oh yeah, got the baby. Pingling. So I put one in here before, and despite the lack of oxygen in this area, other than the bubbles, you know, that one grew into an adult. That one there. So I'm gonna let this one turn into an adult, and we're gonna see if they start popping out eggs or just straight babies. So I suddenly have a influx of massive number of babies. And what did I just see the egg drop? I see that egg there. Did that seriously just drop? Like, did one of their eggs just drop out here? Is that what happened? Because that's what it looked like. Crypto egg. All right, we're taking you out. How much space do you take? There's a same size squid shark. Still growing. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm not sure I'm sold on those anymore. I'll save. Subnautica, well done. I mean, that could be a good one until they put out the game and it's not done very well, and then it becomes like a big meme of Subnautica not done well. Subnautica not well done. Subnautica medium well. That would be what would happen if they did just make it like just absolutely perfect on there. Subnautica war the precursors. Well, there's no war. They just, I mean, they're fighting off the infection themselves. So if we're gonna do something like that, it'd have to be Subnautica. I don't know, maybe they would just do that cheesy kind of, it's already been done over and over, but Subnautica Homecoming. You know, it's not like Spider-Man Homecoming where it was he's actually going to Homecoming. It's Spider-Man, you know, it'd be like Homecoming, like some kind of thing like Alan's coming home. He's going back. Because it is mentioned in one of the conversations that maybe the reason he can't contact anybody back on his home planet, he can't connect to any of the others, is that he, you know, our character says this, he might be on a very old version of communications protocol, software, whatever. He might be version 100 and they're on version 3000 at this point. So he may be outdated and unable to communicate back. So could be kind of a, you know, it'd be cheesy, I would say, but could be Subnautica Homecoming, where we take Alan home or help him go home. Once he has his own body, he can do his own thing. You're getting a mac rib with a double cheeseburger. Okay. You're making me hungry. But, I mean, I don't think I want to go get the same thing. Loot Search, you found it. You're welcome for the help. I'm assuming you mean the vent garden, not maybe the spiral plant. Maybe you're already close to the vent gardens. Penguins are like chickens. Some of the hens don't seem to be bothered if you steal one of the chicks. They got so many chicks already. Yeah, see, penguins really do care. I mean, you see stuff all the time about penguins that mate for life. You know, they care about, they're very close in terms of a family type style. I would not suggest stealing a penguin from the zoo. Though if you do, let me know how you do it, because I would not mind having a pet penguin myself. Timmy needs a buddy. You know, and I feel like a little penguin, what is it? The emperor penguins are the big ones. So I'm talking about the little ones you see in the videos. They like hop, you know, like the ones in that Adam Sandler movie, 50 First Dates. Yeah, the little one he had, put the little shirt on him. I'll take a penguin like that. That would be a fun one to have. You know what? I have not done anything. I have been slacking today because I have been waiting for water to produce. We're going to do spicy fruit salad. And I'll do the disinfected water, and we're actually gonna bring up Timmy again. I'm going to make sure my throat is not dried out too much. We're gonna do the Carolina Reaper peanuts again, because these do not go stale so very quickly. And I think I found the golden one. Oh yeah, that's like just, well, one side. The other side's not so bad, but one side's just like straight Carolina Reaper mash on it. That's not bad. It's like smelling a very strong smelling peanut, like peanut butter. And then it kind of like tickles you a little bit. Oh yeah. I gotta tie that in with that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
No, my vital signs are stabilizing. Timmy, different hand. You get her snack. You see it? Come on. Like, I'm too tired. That's so always that first one got that kick to it. How you make names orange? Well, you mean like names orange? You mean like that? Or are you talking about like on the chat? Because if you do it on there, that's just the beacons going in, changing the color. Like you look at Fire Robotics, I turn that yellow. Green, blue, I go with orange. So that's if that's what you're talking about. How did I power the base near the vent garden? I think I did a little bit of solar. I think I did 2 bioreactors, I want to say, on that one, maybe. But there's also, I want to say somewhere around there I had some thermal too I was able to put in, because there are some thermal vents now down in that area, because that's where you can get thermal blueprint scans. So I want to say, I think I just put some thermal plants down there too, but I did a bunch of solar panels and bioreactors again. So I'm pretty sure what I did. Oh. Yeah, these are not the spicy balls. These are my spicy nuts. But thanks for bringing up my spicy balls, Merrick. Hello, Wiz. Thanks for joining in. In chat, the orange. Oh, I think if you're talking about like that, I think you're doing. It's the like at MrSpicyGaming or something like that to get it in there. Yeah. Yes, sub 2, that's all it is. Is everybody seeing you in the chat and you're just putting it into their brain like over and over and over? It's just that you're pounding it into their subconscious to sub today. That's all it is. Oh wow, my power is like just dropping. I think my bioreactor's out. Yep, it's out. Let's see. I know I can easily fill it up with this. Kind of feel like I want to time it in a way. Actually, I'm going to mix it up. We're going to do that. I'm going to do that. And we'll just, you know, potato. And I'll leave one more. And let's just see how long these can last for now. Man, my power is still draining. I'm not producing enough to keep it going upwards. And that's probably because I got these. Look at that, 39%, 100% on salt, but there's not a single bit of salt. And these are mostly underwater, so they should count. You see all the snow flurry particles going through my base. Oh, and that has gone black now because of the weather, I bet. Okay, let's see. Solar power is failing me now. Quartz is going to be my issue. I'll start with, you know what? Actually, we'll go 2 more. We'll go 6. I think I did too many. Right? No, that's 12. Yep. And then I need 6 copper. Add 6 more solar panels during the middle of the night. Now, I might be taking those water filtration machines out if that doesn't start working better again. I feel like it worked better last time. Like, I wasn't seeing that bad effect. And I just realized I have not had a single sea monkey until now come up to me today with something in hand. Okay. You know, this is not as easy to do at night when I want to see how things line up. Come on, I can do it. There we go. Okay, yeah, totally not as easy to see at night. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna start here. I'll just work my way sideways. This is not even gonna line up at all like it should. This is just until I get things working a little bit better, and then once we have enough, I still want to build a massive solar farm. If not this save, a future save, I will be turning this other big iceberg platform over here into one gigantic solar panel farm. That'll be like the most solar panels I have ever built in a single game save, and it's gonna lag everything up so badly, I'm sure. Yeah, that was, yeah, 5. This should be 6. Yep, there we go. And they're connecting in, despite the fact that it's actually pushing through a little bit. Oh man, look at my magical sea glide. And I still have a shivering sound. My character's still making that shivering sound effect. Like I'm dying, and my sea glide was invisible.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, they got something going on with the game right now. Yeah, something did not play nice with this last tiny update. Yeah, it still acts like I'm freezing. My power's way up, but it's acting like I'm still freezing. Oh, very, very slow recovery there. Okay, potatoes gone. That was fast. So very fast on the potatoes, obviously. Crypto, not second crypto. Okay. So power's going up. That's good. Wiz, it's nothing I can do to fix the lights. That is an effect, as I've said a few times already in the stream. People asking about it. That is an effect, unfortunately, from the environment. When there's a lightning strike, it inverts the light. Instead of it being a white flash, it makes the lights look like they're going off. There's nothing I can do about that except not play the game. Because that is an effect in the game from the lightning. That's all it is. Sub, they don't bring titanium ingots. They'll bring titanium. It'd be nice if they brought ingots, but they don't. They will bring glass, though. Let's just think about the fact they do bring glass at times. I mean, I guess I could put in something that will require a titanium. And, you know, we'll do this. I know I've done it before, but I think they generally just bring the titanium itself. I mean, I could use some lithium, won't hurt. But I don't think they've ever actually brought a full titanium ingot. It's always been just titanium. And see, he's bringing the lithium already.
Okay.
Right away, brought me some lithium. The only thing I can think of I've seen complete that they brought was glass. And I didn't even think about the fact of the recyclotron to get quartz. Granted, it's not like helping that massively. I just keep the glass and use it later. Midnight Winter Wolf, thank you for the subscribe if you're with us. And oh, the barber, thank you for subscribing earlier too if you're with us. I didn't see that or didn't hear it earlier. Lithium, yeah, see that? All right, give it, yep. So that's 2 lithium. That means the next one has to be titanium, wherever that monkey went. Here, monkey. I think this is the one that gave me that first piece of lithium, but nope. Yeah, see, titanium. They're just gonna give me titanium, not the ingots. Only thing I've seen complete was glass that I can recall. They'll bring some interesting stuff that they don't have access to, but they won't bring complete items that I've seen. It's always, well, maybe, you know, I might be wrong. Maybe I do remember seeing them bring me like copper wire. I know I've never had them bring me like a titanium bar of anything like that. I still like the idea of finding some way to mod so that you have like a drop-off box for them to bring you stuff. You did a solar panel farm, your laptop will break. I mean, I've done it before with like... I'm trying to think how many I did that last big season on Subnautica live streams. I think it was 120 solar panels. I think is what we did. I want to say it was 120, I want to say. So yeah, that does not, you know, help very much when you build that many things in part of the base build, because it does add so much lag to it. I want to build on that. I want to turn that into one massive solar farm at some point. Some game save, that will be a massive solar farm. And I will use the snap builder on that to make it easier. Wish you could actually collect some of these. I like mushrooms that have frozen. Let's see. So I built this, and I did not do the glass dome yet because I was thinking about making a walkout to here. If I take this window out, I could build a curve that comes over here. And worst case, we do a short ladder climb and then out to here. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We're going to do a dive. Diving board. So starting to wear out my titanium reserves. Let's see. Is that is it this side? I think it was this side. Yes, this side. There we go. So we take that out. This is not going to work now. I just realized because I've got that out there. It's going to end up acting goofy at some point. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna grab quartz. I got an idea on this. I just need some supplies. So we're gonna need to get a little bit better viewpoint on this. And look, I forgot to turn these back on. Yeah, okay. Did not knock me off. And of course, can't jump up. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take this out. And can't place that there. Can place that. Oh no. Tell me that's not gonna be a problem. This might not work.
Dangerous weather approaching.
I can't even get that to build. I might be at the limit. Well, that builds. Well, if I just think that's what I was going to do is build and come out this way with another level up above. Might do that. Instead of doing ladder on just a plain curve, we might just do one more big room. We'll do a glass dome on that. We'll come out from that one. I think I got enough for that. Yeah, I want to get over there and turn that into like a diving board, basically. Think I can make that happen still. Let's see. Big room. 2 plasteel ingots. Nothing. Plenty of glass right now. Guys. There we go. You want my bathwater? No. Ew. Plus, I don't take baths. It's shower. Shower, run off, you know, all the grime. Instead of soaking in it. I am not going to sell you bathwater. I'll work on, I had a designer in mind to get some t-shirt designs done, but they're taking a vacation right now. You know, being holiday time frame, they're taking a few weeks to break from doing design work. So I'm waiting for them to be like, hey, I'm ready to do some work, and I'm going to get some shirt designs going, hopefully. Let's see. I know I can target. Come on. There we go. A tiny sliver where it will let me target it.
Seek shelter.
So that works. Did not give me an issue there. I think on this one, I'm just going to do it like right here. Instead of going that other alternate one, especially with that being like walking track. And so if we do, no, actually, try this. Yes. Okay, that works. So the curve works. That's not working. All right. Like, they can't just make it fit. Let's see. Sure, I can do this. I'm going to do it this way. At least this will let me go ahead and attach to the side, but also have the hatch. And we still get a nice view down. That might be like our nighttime observatory room. Oh, I forgot I made a extra titanium bar last time and threw it in there. Or I got one back from something. Okay, come on. Well, that works. Why does this not work? I'm not building over anything there. Okay, that works. So if that works, why is that? Well, that's collision. Okay, so that still did not help me enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, actually, I'm going to have to do this differently. I'll have to really do this differently. Balabak, thank you for the subscribe if you're with us. This is... Yeah, okay, I know what to do now. It's gonna take a few build and or construct, deconstruct, construct, deconstruct. We have a few steps here. That. So I'll climb on top. Take that out. And I'm hoping I'll have enough. I'll have to redo this. And do like that. I'll have to just dive into the water from here. That might work. If not, we're gonna find out that I failed. That should work. They're right together. I mean, it should just... might take that big room out in the end. Give me ladder. Yep, that's the ladder. And of course, I'm short by 1. And you know, I need 1 more. That. Grab extra. We'll do a hatch as well. That's part of the whole idea, is to get outside. So I'll climb up. Not sure about that whole little placement there with that, but hatch. Yes. Land. Ah. And go. All right, not diving through there. See. Hey, it actually walks all the way up. Some of these, it does like that weird thing where I go into the terrain. Diving board. There we go. And conveniently next to my moon pool and all that. So I made my diving board after all. And it's actually got a nice, like, slope to it as opposed to being, like, some weird construction. I mean, it is a weird construction, but it's not like me making something to be the diving board. It's actually a little slope of land, and I am way down on my titanium now. 2 adults. We've got 2 adult penguins now. So another baby grew up, and that's taking a very long time for you to hatch. Look at that. Ooh, actually, I want to see how close can we get on this. Let's go in close. Oh, we can see. Ah. Seriously, that seems almost like a chelicerae baby because of the scales on the back, but not the belly. Yeah, he's having fun. Okay. So, diving board base. So, where are we at? Oh, we're just past the 2-hour mark. And it's nighttime, so I can't see anything anyway. Yeah, went the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, I need some exterior lights now. We gotta do that. Need to add more power drain to everything. That's next. There we go. More lightning. Ugh. The power fluctuation, the lightning is what's lagging your game? You mean like in Subnautica? Because on this, it's not really having a problem. Let's see how I'm doing on this. I'm still consistent. Even right now, high 40s is where it's dipping to, but it's in the 50s frames per second. not having problems in Below Zero right now. I'm not building super big either. But the big thing is also in like Subnautica, I use the decorations mod, and there's so many more things we can place down with that, like this kind of stuff, that I add a lot more elements in the rooms themselves. And so that adds more to it, I'm sure, is a big part of it there. But this, yeah, I'm not having power or any lag issues so far in this right now. Hey, Totster. Yeah, I'm going to work on, as part of my plan is get some t-shirts, but I'm going to, once I get the designs done, I'm ordering shirts first, because I'm not going to put them up for sale until I actually get some and physically hold them and look at them and say, okay, that looks good. Because, you know, I know from in the past doing shirt stuff with bands in the past that, you know, I know a little bit about the whole printing process to get the colors to look right. And I know that, you know, depending on how you do it with colors, it can turn out the wrong way. You might have a design that looks great on screen, but when it goes on a shirt, it can look bad. So I'm going to actually order some myself first to make sure they look. Good spots for lithium. Easiest lithium spot is the purple vents. If you're going to go through, I mean, you're going to get some in the gray vent area with where the Cryptosuchus are going towards the island, but purple vents, you'll find spots where there's like 5-6 pieces of lithium all around.
Fluid intake.
So I would say that would probably be like the place. That's usually where I start going if I need to find that, because there'll be just bundles of lithium spread all around. I don't know when your mech rib's gonna be here. Guess when you go get it. Can I do a Subnautica multiplayer with the mods? Well, for one, I don't do Subnautica multiplayer just because there's still, that's a mod itself, and there's problems with that. Plus, you know, it's not like just a big server. And another part is like a lot of the mods I'm using now are not even available to download. They've been hidden by FCS, the ones that created them, because they have a whole new updated version of most of their mods coming out that all integrate. And so to cut down on compatibility issues, they actually have disabled a lot of their mods at the moment. I think the only one they've got enabled still is the nuclear reactor for the Cyclops mod. I think everything else has been disabled until they get the new versions out, just so you're, you know, less conflict. I didn't even realize I had that flare still in there. Out of power again. We're gonna go back to these. These definitely seem to last a bit longer. And it's just like 2 plants, and I mean, I'm done. It's just like, had food to get my levels back up, and still had enough to completely refill it with just 2 of these. I think that's gonna be the new lantern fruit one for bioreactors in this, because I feel like it's probably going to end up providing more power than the lantern fruit. And if it does, plus the fact of the difference in food value and the body heat, well, that's 74, so that's not bad. I feel like these are going to end up becoming like the better, like the more bigger focus this time. And I don't have any more to look at. Still like the antenna fruit. That's very nice. We have a water-based production option. Did it hatch? Egg's gone. Yeah, we got a baby crypto there. And he's showing this time. Alright, we're going to stockpile some cryptos. And I'm going to wait for some baby penguins to show up. Or penguin eggs to show up. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see penguin eggs. Or, you know, they like marsupials, kind of. Are they, I mean, they furry fish? Furry reptiles? Is that what they count as? Or they have live young, you know, birth? We'll have to see. I'm not sure what else I need right now. I've done most of the unlock so far, other than going, of course, building the stuff for Alan, which we're waiting on. Got to? Yeah, I got the recyclotron over there. So, you know what? That should be placed here. So I'm not sure why I have that still in there. Wonder if I can deconstruct the poster. Deconstruct that because it's got the sea truck on it. Yeah, that's... I heard lightning. Or thunder, I mean. Pretty sure we got another storm going. Yep. So let's just do this. Okay, so I saw a lightning flash right there, like down in the corner. And now I'm in water, but I'm also like where my head's above water. Because this is actually about where the water level sits. It sits just like right around here, because the top of those is above water. Oh, you see look at the light the little lighting effect right there around that. Is it still storming? Yeah, it's still storming. I'm not sure about the lightning. But you notice that I didn't have any lights flickering down there where I'm in the water. So I think it is still just a factor of if you build on land above water level, then the weather effects are a problem. Again, they, you know, built the game set up for building in water, not on land, despite the fact we do so much on land now. I was going for, I was going for snow. I need snow again. Because, yeah, I still somehow built one piece of a snowman. I'll be buying the merch so I can also show it, you know, on, like, here it is. Here, you know, it's one thing to have a picture, but I'm going to buy the merch myself because I want to make sure it's good quality. I don't want you to get it and find out that, you know, oh, hey, people are saying it looks wrong. This color didn't come through wrong, and you've already bought it. So I want, it's a, you know, the picture can look good on the merch on the screen, but when I send it and get it back, I want to make sure the final product is polished and done right. So I will be, did I go the wrong way? I think I did. I'll be getting my own shirts just so I can say, yes, I bought them. I know that they printed right, that they look right. So if there is an issue, let me know and I'll get with the company doing the printing and say, yeah, there's a problem. You had a shirt get, you know, messed up or something like that. So I won't be doing it so much to promote them. I'll be buying them to make sure that the product at the end is good quality. All right, have fun, Mr. Sloth, getting your glasses. Hurts to burp since your ear got damaged from earwax removal. I guess try not to burp because that's you adjusting the pressure. And that's probably why your eardrum's hurting like that. So try not to burp. At least till your eardrum is fully healed. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like you just your eardrum or something inside is a little sore. And you need to give it time to heal. I'm gonna get some extra snow just in case. Just gonna test it. Yep, can't take it. I want to plant these inside. I want that to be part of my sunroom. My sauna. Looks like that reset. That's nice. Oh, I can pick up the cylindrical flask, but I can't pick up these. That's weird. Why would I be able to pick up one container but not the others right next to it? Like, are they glued to the table? Are they bolted down somehow? Are they part of the table? That doesn't make sense. What to eat for supper? Something good. I think I'm going to fix like a pizza tonight. I got some, like, you know, healthy thin crust pizzas. Not cauliflower, but it's like a very thin crust, like very, like done a certain way. It's a little healthier than something like that. If you go Wendy's, you gotta go with spicy chicken. I'll tell you that. Oh, of course, if I fix pizza, I've got to add my crushed ghost pepper flakes to it. Will I send it to Europe? I mean, I'm sure it's be shipping from whoever's doing the printing on the shirt. So I'm sure that they accommodate, since I'm not going to be doing anything different than other people who create merch for streaming and such. I'm going to be using one of the same, you know, one of the major companies for that. So I'm sure they will ship anywhere. It just depends on, of course, if there's any additional shipping costs. I feel like snowballs should be kept in here. I feel like there should be a decay once you're inside. I feel like it doesn't make sense that there's not a decay to it. That's, you know what? I'm gonna save this time before I start building El Snowman. Actually, ooh, I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to even build them here. I'm going to build them up top. Next to the diving board. Or on the diving board area. You know, that. And if it's daytime, we can go up and have a better dive now. Yeah, that's a better option. Can climb super fast up ladders, but I have to go through that animation. Let's see if it will let me even place it up here. Yep, okay. So save. Just in case it messes up again. And it worked this time.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
So I can deconstruct or I can destroy. And we can dive. So now, as long as I don't fall, and if I fall, it's okay. Run up here. Give him a high five on his branch. You know, twig sticking out. You know, swing, run by, slap the branch, dive in the water. You got something for me? You got something for me? That's right. I just gotta look at him long enough, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I owe you tribute." I'm not gonna worry about spiral plants. I don't need them that bad, and they're being goofy about interaction. Oh yeah. I had a lot of titanium. Now I don't. No crypto egg. And no baby penguin so far. Oh yeah, that's doing pretty well right now. Definitely fast or longer lasting, I would say. Ooh, actually, I know what I need. And I think I don't have enough. I got one enamel glass. Let's see. Yeah, one enamel glass. So I need 3 enamel glass. What was that? recipe change. Glass. Check out glass. Lead diamond. The lead's the problem because I did not get. No, I did get enough. Okay, so 3 lead. 3 diamond. Okay. 3 glass. Again, why? You know, in the end, recyclatron's nice at times, but in some cases, you just wait and you use up the item anyway. Creepvine's yellow. Let's see. I think it's part of the effect again with the environmental stuff being above water level. That's got more of a brighter color than it should have. I don't think it's so much you got color blindness affecting it, but it's more of just the environmental effect of it. Unfortunately. Okay, I'm hoping that they're going to get that fixed before full release, you know, gets done. And was that how much? 4 titanium. Alright. We're going to throw our stargazing rooftop on. And this might be one I turn like another. We can turn the power off in the rooms. I know that command room works. I want light switches for the rooms. I want to be able to place the light switch, hit that, and it turns the lights off. I want the lights off. So at night, we can sit here and hopefully without weather, you know, inclement weather, we can have a nice view of the sky. Nice nighttime view before we go diving in the cold, dark nighttime hours. Because, you know, that's totally what you want to do when it's below zero. It's not actually below zero, but, you know, the theme. They should still be producing new babies. They should not be restricted. Well, there we go. Let's see, we're at, oh yeah, 2.5 hour mark. So yeah, nice glow, clouds, everything, you know, sunset. Got our little diving board. You can see our snowman up there. Got this. We've got this tropical relaxation room. You got our normal living quarters. So, you know, we go up there, get exercise, relax, fresh smelling air, not processed air. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know, I don't know if this is going to work. They kind of changed stuff on these, so they don't work quite so well anymore on placing down. They like to randomly move or despawn, but we'll try it. Let's see. Hopefully it's going to follow the groove right here. Well, it is, but it's rolling and not treating it like there's actually like a little, you know, oh, it's actually pushing it back. Okay, that's not gonna work. Try again. One more. See, it got launched for some reason. I don't know why that launched backwards, but it did. And can't drop it inside. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I've done this, but I can't remember. I tried this. Yep, can't drop it even in the alien containment inside. It's supposed to be in water, so why can I not drop it into water in the alien containment? I can plant all this stuff. I should be able to let it float in there. I can pick rock grubs up, throw them in there. Come on, devs. Let us decorate with flower spores in our alien containments. We need it. All right, Grandfried, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your cheeseburger. Your quick type, I come up first. So when you do those weird, you know, Facebook things like your first at is the person who you survived the zombie apocalypse. It's gonna be me, right? So a guy in Czech Republic, he would hit snowmen that people built with his truck. Like, it's just people, you know, kids would build a snowman. He'd drive around, drive through them, knock them over like, stupid kids. So they built one around a pole, so he drove into the pole. That's karma. That's right there. Severe shortage of lead in your game. Join the club. Actually, lead's gotten to be pretty bad about it now. It's kind of weird on how that's going to happen. Generally, they don't replenish as part of the normal gameplay, Paul. What happens is when the cache, like a part of the cache file or one of the cache files gets corrupted, the game's going to recreate it, and you're going to see a reset on that. It still happens on occasion in the original game with Below Zero because of updates. A lot of times the game update will cause a cache refresh. So there's been, like, earlier I was looking at one of the, like at the dock, it had the container was reset. That's a container I've opened. There's containers, actually we'll go see if they are, I don't know if I've been back since the last update, but I know, yeah, the major updates, a lot of times they'll reset things like that, and it will cause containers to close that were open and that you already took stuff out of. That will cause it to reset, and you'll be able to get stuff out of them again that you already collected. I don't know if it was the tiny update or the one right before that, but one of the recent updates did do a thing where I was able to go and collect stuff that I had already collected. I'm trying to remember how I got on this thing. There, okay, that's the ladder. Mineral detector fragment. Feel like, yeah, I already scanned that here. That's just got reset. Okay, so supply crate reset because, hey, you know, one of the updates changed things. So, yeah, as far as the game, they don't regrow and things like that, but the cache gets reset. If the cache gets cleared or gets corrupted, gets replaced, you're gonna see that happen. Like the last update saw new creep vine being sprung up here, going all the way up into my moon pool, and I had to clear it out again. So there's a way to get it to do that, but it's not a normal function of the game. If you're needing lots of lead, besides, of course, scanner room, trying to find the outcroppings, and again, you know, it's a chance-based thing. It's not the best approach, I would say, where it used to be able to just, oh, hey, that's where you get lead. You know, you go there, you grab lead. It's now like this has a chance of lead. I end up with more titanium than anything else in the end. Until I actually need titanium, then I can't find enough. But if you need lead, if you've already got Alan in your head, you know, alien guy in your head, the sea monkeys are your friend. So the trick there, if you don't already know how to do this, is pick something that builds using lead, and you know, they'll bring you stuff. So let's see, what was something that's lead? Something that used lead in it. I'm trying to think. It'd be great if you could just search for a certain material. Oh, I know. You know what? Yeah, enamel glass. Lead, diamond, glass. So if I do that, you know, I can just go outside. Now, I've got sea monkeys around me. They don't have to be the ones you raise and release. As long as Alan is in your head, they'll be friendly. They'll bring you stuff. Just select stuff in there, pin the recipes. You see right there. Brought me a piece of lead already. So yeah, if you need lead, you need supplies like that, sea monkeys are a great way to get that. They're not perfect on bringing you exactly what you asked for, but they will bring you stuff. And so just raise a few sea monkeys, put them out in the water around you. I did that in one area, had like 10 to 20 sea monkeys by the end of it. and they just brought me stuff as I needed it, and I used that pretty much to build a base down in the Purple Crystal Caverns.
Seek fluid intake.
So there, that's unless you want a mod, that's gonna be the way to really get more resources in the game, outside of just breaking outcroppings that you find or use the scanner room to find. I'm gonna drop this lead off. Make sure though, you need to drop off the item. If you've got a full count of what you need, like you only need 1 lead, they're not gonna keep giving you lead. They're gonna give you the other stuff. So you're like, ideally pick something with a lot of lead in it. What modules do I recommend for the sea truck? Well, if you're talking about the upgrade modules you install in the sea truck, you only get so many. And you can only hold 4. So the default ones you're going to get, of course, you want the afterburner because that's the oh no situation, get out. Or, well, a lot of people use the afterburner to speed up the movement too. I use it for that. Horsepower upgrade, which I still got to go unlock. Because that will speed things up with the extra cabs installed. The perimeter defense is pretty much the guarantee. You need that because of Chelicerate, stuff like that. And you get that. You actually get one of those, I believe, from Crazy Lady's base. She actually has one just laying around. And then, of course, the depth upgrade you got to do. Now, if you're talking about the actual attached modules, let's go ahead and pull up, actually... on the blueprints. If you talk about these, I stick with pretty much just the storage module. 2 of those at least. They did improve the storage, so you may not want a 3rd one, but I go with at least 2. And on the main one, the 2 upper storage on that, like, you know, the overhead compartment in a plane, I use those for battery and power cell backups. So if I'm not out somewhere and I'm dead in the water because I run out of power, or need to, you know, I run out of battery power. And the other one is food and water supplies, extra. Then I have all the rest is normal storage. The lower bunk bench type one, the first module, is for like supplies like the coal suit and stuff that I need to carry with me because I don't know when I might need it. But I usually go 2 storage modules, and then I'll throw the docking module on because, you know, you need to take the prawn suit around to do drilling. Fabricator used to be a requirement so you could make the modules, but now you can do it with the normal fabricator at the moment. That might change with full release. They might go back. But at the moment, you don't need the fabricator module specifically to make the upgrades. So I don't even worry about it anymore. Aquarium is so hit or miss on which ones you get. I don't worry about it anymore, and I've never bothered with the sleeper really because it's not one that does any function beyond cosmetic. So I say if you're worried about speed and you're worried about cost, speed more so than cost, don't use the sleeper module. It's just not worth it. It's not going to add enough value to it. It's really cosmetic until they add a requirement that you have to sleep in order to maintain health or sanity or something like that. Like the forest, green hell, you have to sleep in order to not go crazy, not hallucinate, not, you know, have health problems. Yeah, enamel glass, thanks for mentioning that, Merrick. But hi, Felonious, and hi, Animation Kid. Hello, Danielle. Thanks for joining in. You're kind of right at the end, but, you know, better late than never. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the sea truck. I don't like the sea truck. I feel like they could have just, it's a complete miss on what they could have done with it. But, you know, you make do with what you got. So I go with the cabin counts for a module, and then you have the others. You can, at least in the past, extend indefinitely, and every cabin slows you down more. But it only shows up to, I think it was 5 total. So it's really meant for the main cabin and 4 more. So, again, I usually, if I'm not going to need the prawn suit, I know I'm not going to need it, I'll disconnect this one. And then I have, you know, storage, I think, yeah, ion cubes right now. Storage. Oh, some more stuff I had not taken out. Root pustule, things like that. But yeah, food. See that? So I go with spare water and food. I could take that out. And spare power cells, batteries. More batteries than power cells, you know. And then cold suit, since it requires 3 parts. Ion cube as an emergency thing. Flare, first aid kit, thermos, and then of course the spy penguin. Didn't even notice that name before. But yeah, I gather a lot of supplies for building. If you don't need that much, you might be fine with 1 storage module. I just find that it's too lacking on 1. And then aquarium, yeah, you get fish as you go. At one point, that was a necessity when we were stuck relying on like eyes for food and water. But they fortunately did away with that bad approach, and we got normal bladderfish, stuff like that. So if you're using the fabricator and you want to take the aquarium so you get fish like bladderfish and such so you could cook in the fabricator module, fine. I don't think you need it. And at one point we did have, it's no longer even an option in like the list on what to build, but we did have them testing a planter module in experimental, and then it never made it to the main branch, and I wish it had. That is so much better than the aquarium module. It would actually make the sea truck a little bit closer to a Cyclops in terms of usability, sustainability, but it got taken off the list, and I don't know why. They could have completely replaced the aquarium module with it and been perfectly, like, much better. But yeah, that got taken out, and I don't think we're gonna see it as part of the game, unfortunately. Another reason why the sea truck's never going to actually stand up to the level of like the Cyclops. You miss anything? You missed a bunch. Because, I mean, you missed 2 hours and like 40 minutes of game and chat. My first video was awful, so hopefully nobody that subbed that early is stuck around because they realize how bad my content was back then. I'm not saying that much storage. I did build, what was that one? We did that, we messed with one time. We did the longest sea truck. It did all creative, and it was like, I did like 30 storage module compartments on it, and it was so slow to drive. Also, just the fact that somehow you managed to still pivot this whole, like, looked like a train. It was the sea train. That was it. Yes. Sanchez still here. Hi, Reese. You're late. Yeah, it's almost over. We're right to the end of the stream. We always go 3 hours. I mean, we're coming up on the 12 minutes till. I think we can have a bit of a chat on the end. Timmy, you want to say hi again? Yeah. Oh. Show him your dog. Show him your little doggy. The big of you. That's his supposed to be his Thunder Buddy toy. Right? Doesn't help. He does not like it's got a heartbeat thing. It's got an actual little heart, and you click a button, and if you click it, it goes for 8 hours simulating a heartbeat, and if you hold the button down, it'll go for 24 hours simulating a heartbeat. And it's supposed to help dogs with anxiety. You know, if they're the only dog, it helps them feel like they got a cuddle buddy. And the moment I click that button and it starts making that heartbeat, he runs. Like, I mean, he runs to the other room like he doesn't know what's going on with it, and he's afraid of it. And I have to sit there and not do anything with it for like 2 or 3 weeks before he'll even go close to it again. Like, he won't even do that if I've done like the heartbeat thing in like the last few days. He just won't even go near it. It's like, And so now the only thing he likes about it is grabbing it by the neck and shaking it, trying to kill it. It's his training buddy. You know, he goes for the jugular. That's what he does. Yeah, Danielle's from way back, but not quite as early as my first video. She's from way back with the Empyrean stuff, but not like all the way back when I was like just getting started. Do I have... Was that... No, that was not a baby. That was not another penguin that appeared. I really am waiting for them to produce a baby. I want to see one of them, and I've got the 2 crypto... Oh, wait, is that... Pick up creature egg. There we go. We finally have a penguin egg. So they do have an egg. There it goes. I probably just messed up the cycle. Oh, there's another one. Don't have some penguins up in here. Where's the crypto eggs? You guys need to get on it. Get some of that scaly bumping going on. Gotta slide your plates together. Make some babies. Come on. He's like, I don't care. Have I ever been to IKEA? A long time ago. Now, if I do anything IKEA now, it's just gonna be like order it online. And I don't buy from IKEA that often. It's usually if I know specifically there's something I want that's like, okay, I know it's gonna fit or look like this. Like, think the penguin egg. I got a penguin egg. It hatched. There we go. So I can take one of the adults out. Take both adults out. We gotta make room. I think the first thing I actually ever bought was one of their lac tables, and it was specifically because of people recommending them, using them for like holding servers and such, you know, for like home use, for like, you know, it's the exact width of a rack for mounting equipment. So I had one of those. I still have it. And then I had the long coffee table, and I have it, and that holds my not in production use big server right now. And the only other thing there's some shelves that are IKEA shelves. They don't look cheap. They look actually kind of nice. And I'm only getting them because I saw somebody post a picture of them having them. And it's nice. It's like the way I'm going to do it is have them over here. And I'm going to try to get it. It's when I get my new gaming system. I'm going to turn my desk a little bit. And there goes the lightning flashes again. I'll put it to the side so you'll kind of see it over in the corner. Kind of next to where Timmy is. And it's going to have my current gaming system on the lower shelf, and then my new one that's going to be all fancy and tricked out up on the upper shelf. And they are the exact height with a few inches to spare for like a mid-tower case. And so I'm going to get that because it's super cheap, but it's exactly what I need for stacking my gaming systems or my 2 PCs together. And I will have all the cable trunked down the back, and it's not so expensive. I feel bad of adding specialty cable management to the back, so I'm gonna have all this stuff that trunks down the back. So that's the only IKEA I deal with. F.A. Yalen? I think I'm saying that right, hopefully. If I have extra time on Saturday, I would stream longer. Sure, I would stream longer. But, you know, it's a matter of time. And that's the thing, is part of that is either making enough money to cut my hours at my job so I could do stuff on other days that gives me more time on Saturdays, or something else happening. Yeah, F.A., I said your name. I know it's a little later, but yeah, don't spam. If you spam, you're going to get put on timeout. We got mods for that. Yeah, I'm playing. I've been saying I'm going to do PC. I was actually almost bought one on for Black Friday NZXT had a really good deal going, but I don't like their cases that much. And the custom order thing, I was trying to choose a different cooling option, and it just said we won't build with this cooling option. And when you can say we don't think you should get this one with this combination of parts, but when you say we just won't do it, that says, okay, I'll take my business elsewhere. So I'm looking at a couple of other custom builders. I'm going to pick the one I think has the best fit, and then I'm going to reach out to him and be like, hey, I'm Mr. Spicy, and not a big channel, but I'm not a tiny channel either. And I'm not asking for a discount, but I would like to see if you'd be willing to do some extra customization on something for me. And I'm willing to pay a little extra for it. And that's what I'm going to see if they'll do some kind of extra custom work case-wise for me or something like that. I know I want a CPU heatsink and fan combo because I know reliably that's going to work better for me in the long run. But if I have to go with a liquid cooler because I can't find anybody that won't build with one, I want to get one of those fancy ones got the little LED on the mount that goes over the CPU, and I will have it programmed with like my logo flashing in it or something like that. FA, if you're still thinking that sub counts mean something on YouTube, then you're behind the times, because even YouTube, outside of needing it for monetization, YouTube doesn't care about sub counts. And there are people I've seen, one guy live streaming that he has 5 million subscribers and his live streams will be 300 people. And his streams, a month after being streamed, 30,000 views, And that seems like he's probably not doing well, but I'm sure if he showed like this is how many views I get per day, he's probably doing pretty well. Yeah, subscriber count doesn't really matter. Laptop with a 1660 Ti is, lower end graphics card as far as that, but not bad. So 8 gigs of RAM, you want to make sure you can upgrade your RAM. Some of the laptops now doing that, the RAM is soldered on. And the problem there is if your RAM goes bad on the board that's soldered on, you can't really take it out. It also means you can't take the RAM out and see if the motherboard's okay by having it do a beep code because the RAM's soldered in. I would double check with it being a thin laptop that it's not soldered on RAM. They actually did, I'm not sure what your budget is, but I saw, I think it's Asus just had a deal, or they're now starting orders for it for their new laptop. It's like $1,300 US, but it is a decked out laptop, and that's like the low end is pretty well decked out. The only catch is like the low end one, you get single zone RGB on the keyboard, so they all are the same color. You can't customize it. But it is the chroma integration with that. You cannot eat my dog. He's got turkey legs, but he's not a turkey. All right. He's got chicken wings and turkey legs on his body, but he's not a turkey or a chicken. I was actually looking, America, we've already talked about this. I prefer Intel because I know Intel for durability, for reliability. And right now, my AMD processor, my Ryzen 5, is not impressing me at all in my server that I've got it running. Because I was doing some testing with a Windows 10 install with it, and it was like, okay, 100% just to install Windows. It's running that hard on the processor. Like, I can, like, it's a new Ryzen 5, the 3600, whatever, is like a new one, and it is not performing very well in comparison to even my Core 2 Quad from 2009 with running Windows 10. But I I did see on one of the custom game builders, it's funny that the most expensive build they have for gaming desktops is an AMD Threadripper, but in their description where they say what it's good for, they rate it as good for workloads like graphics design and such, and they rate it for gaming. The Intel line below that rates better with them for gaming than the AMD Threadrippers. And again, that's a big part of it is besides your personal preference, it's what games you're playing. Certain games are going to use the cores on the CPU differently. So like AMD versus Intel, you're actually going to see better on Intel when it's Minecraft, because Minecraft is a single core game. Even now, it still runs a single core. It's not multi-threaded, right? It is a single core game. It's going to run one at a time. So you're going to see better performance on an Intel processor than a matching AMD. I think it's as far as I've seen, I haven't seen anything change about it, but it was for a while. Unity engine, anything built with that uses only part of the cores, not all of them. And anything that uses part of the cores performs better on Intel versus AMD, because AMD shines best when all cores are being used versus Intel being able to handle the balancing between cores better. And I can attest to that because, I mean, just running my Intel on this 6th gen, barely anything like 3%, but trying to just run a VM on AMD, that Ryzen 5, it was like 40% of the CPU running constantly, just sitting still. FA, thank you for the subscribe. So it goes back to, you know, personal preference, but also what you're doing with it. How do you check if it's soldered? You're going to have to just do some digging on forums and review sites, try to find out. They are not going to tell you in the specs if it's soldered on RAM or not. But the thin builds, like Chromebooks and stuff like that, too often they solder it onto the board. And again, that is, if the board goes out, you're out. But one of the things they'll do on that is they pretty much will just... if you can't take the RAM out, guess what? You can't take it out and have a beep sequence with your motherboard to say the motherboard's good. Timmy, wake up. Oh, I dropped it. So I'm not doing anything on the game, so I'm just going ahead and let it sit here. We're just going to do normal chat right now. I'm not jumping out yet, but I am, we're getting ready. So I'm just going to, we're going to hang out and chat for a few. Yeah, Threadrippers are, you know, it's like buying a Xeon, an Intel Xeon. It's not meant for gaming, but people do it, you know. But everything, like on all the different custom PC builders, generally the highest performance gaming ones are rated as the Intel. And again, it goes back to what games you're playing. If you're playing something that does fully utilize all cores simultaneously, you're going to see better on AMD. And that's just, you know, you can see that in benchmarks across not just games, but also any software. That's kind of how it works with the AMDs versus the Intels, where they do better at handling matching between multiple cores. But that's, you know, again, personal preference. I go Intel because I've seen too many AMDs fail versus Intels. You know, it's kind of the same way you might pick a certain brand power supply for your computer versus another company because you've seen too many of that kind fail. So with me, I've seen too many AMDs fail and have temperature problems, as well as not match the performance, even when it's supposed to be on par, not match. So I stick with Intel because of reliability, not a matter of price point. It's a matter of I want it to work. Same way I don't like the idea of going with a liquid cool system, because if that radiator fan goes out, your water's circling, you know, you got that pump working, but there's not enough heat escaping, the water's going to heat up, you're going to overheat. If the pump goes out, doesn't matter how good your fans are working, the water's not circulating, you're going to overheat. heatsink and fan combo, the fan goes out. If you've got a bunch of case fans, which I do, you don't have to worry about it. You still have a big heatsink radiating out heat, and you still have airflow across the heatsink. That's why you don't see liquid-cooled servers. If you want reliability, you don't go with the liquid-cooled. It looks great. It makes it quiet. But there's more stuff that can break and cause your system to not be usable until you get it fixed. So, yeah, I stick without water cooling because I want something that if it breaks, I don't want to say, well, guess what? I'm waiting on a new liquid cool system to come in. It's going to be 2 weeks, and I don't have a way to make content right now. 120 hertz display does not mean 120 frames per second necessarily. You also, I mean, it means it's going to be faster on the refresh, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to handle the full 120. It all really depends also on the resolution you're trying to run at. So, Bandit Camp. I don't know about the Bandit Camp, where that came from. Yeah, I mean, again, experience. I don't like AMD because I've seen too many problems with AMD in comparison to Intel. And there's going to be people who say they don't like Intel because they see no difference between that and AMD and it's more expensive. It's the same with Android versus Apple, you know, iPhone. You know, some people are going to say they won't buy Apple because they think it's overpriced compared to Android. And there's going to be people who will never touch Android. There's going to be people who start on one, go to the other, and say they'll never go back. It's like me. I started with Android, had too many problems, went to Apple, had no problems, and I won't. I mean, it's going to take a big failure on Apple's part with their products to make me ever go back to an Android phone, because Android phones I had didn't even make it 2 years, and I'm on year 4 of my iPhone right now. You know, so it goes to personal experience. It's what you like, and what you've dealt with. And again, I work in IT. I see a lot of computers. I work on a lot of computers. It's like there's people with the whole Epic server. Everybody came out, oh, AMD's got Epic server processors. That means Intel's going to lose the server market because Epic runs better. Well, no. Because most servers are not rotated out anything less than 5 years. Some servers stay a lot longer. And, you know, the big companies are not sit there and replace 20,000 servers with Epic processors just because they just came out. And now Epic, AMD, which I am not going to be surprised if they do this, but the AMD server processors, the Epic processors, are vendor locked. If you get one and you install it in a Dell motherboard, you cannot install it on anything but a Dell motherboard from that point forward. It vendor locks with some kind of fuse on it that it will not work in any other brand motherboard after that. And I'm just waiting for that to be a thing on their desktop processors. The Bandit Camp, I'm assuming you got something about Band Camp, not Bandit Camp. Yeah, hot apple pie, yeah. Yeah, American Wedding was good too. What was it? They did have that one, like, it was Stifler's brother, the little brother. He went to band camp or something for the summer. I remember that. The girl Nadia, was that? What was her name that played her? Can't remember her name. I can't remember the actress's name. She was in there. I remember that. She was in that one. But she also played, around the same time, she was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And she's been in a bunch of her movies. I can't think of her name, the actress's name, but I know she left acting for a while because she did something I want to say it was something to do with animals. Like some kind of running some charity organization for like animal protection or something. Warcraft 3? We're talking about games or we're talking about movies now? The Bandit Cat. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Yeah. I get. Yeah. Warcraft 3. It was a good game. I'm not going to discount that. It was good, but it was such a departure in the style from the first two that you couldn't build as big of an army. I mean, granted, it felt more like a merging of Warcraft with the Myth series. I think it was Myth. It was like a different style because you weren't just able to keep producing and producing and producing. You had a limit on your number of units at a time. You had to kind of do more strategy with it. And that game, the Myth series, I want to say it was Myth, you never actually produced units in that. It was, here's your squad, and you have to win with what we've given you. You can't produce any more units. You might get reinforcements during a battle, but you weren't able to go capture resources. It felt kind of like going in that direction. Like they wanted to go in the direction of more strategy with the actual troop management as not so much resource management. I'm still more of a, I still prefer Warcraft 2 or StarCraft. Also, Total Annihilation. That's another one of my favorites from back then, from that era of games. Total Annihilation, because it wasn't, that was a different one as opposed to having so much money or so much resources that it's like how much you have in your coffers. It's about how much you're making at a time. It's kind of think of it like Subnautica power production. It's not, Total Annihilation was not about how much you had in reserves, it's how much you were producing at a given moment. Much like power, you know, it's you either stop production of stuff and let your power reserves build up and you have a lot of storage and then burn through it, or you have a steady flow that can handle the amount. So Total Annihilation, you have power and metal, and it was a stream economy is what they called it. There's actually a reproduction of it, not exact, it's not a copy, but it's based on it. It's called 0K. You can get it on Steam. Actually look it up. And let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it's free. Yeah, free to play. 0-K. But you can also donate to it. They have donations for it. But it's the same vein. You basically have it's the amount of resources you're actively producing, and it's how much you're consuming at a time. So you're doing this balancing act with that. And they allowed it for I want to say Total Annihilation, with a good system, you could run 500 units total on the battlefield at one time between two sides or every side, 8 players. It can have up to 500 different units going. And I think 0K, which is built, I think, still off the Spring engine, is around the same. 500 or maybe 1,000. Is what you can have. I mean, obviously, the more you have this, the more it's going to lag up on some systems, but you can have, like, massive fights with it. Yeah, look, well, Total Annihilation, I don't think you can get it anymore, but 0-K is free on Steam, and I definitely recommend it if you like that old, real-time strategy. Again, it's different, because it's not, you collect this resource and you're out. The resources last forever. So it's the amount you're producing of each resource versus what you're draining from each resource. It's a different approach to the economy aspect than like Warcraft and StarCraft were. Yeah, Diablo. And Diablo 2 were great. I never did play Diablo 3. I kind of burned out on it when I was playing Diablo 2, trying to do the whole hammered in thing and doing that stuff, which was fun. It was nice seeing, like, you know, some of those interesting combinations. But yeah, the Diablo 3, I just never got around to trying that one. If you like Diablo, Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2, I think were pretty good. There's Torchlight 3, but it did not review very well. And they charge a lot for it. I feel like they overcharged on that. Let me see if they actually still have it. Yeah, they have them on Steam. Torchlight 1, 2, and 3. Torchlight 1, I don't remember much, but I remember Torchlight 2. The fun part was like having pets. You got pets in that game that you could actually load up and send like your dog up to the trader on the surface. And depending on how far down is how long it took for the dog to go up, drop stuff off with the trader, get money, and come back down. So you could keep going and doing stuff with it. Yes, Supreme Commander and Planetary Annihilation are basically like Total Annihilation. They're built around that same theme. But 0K is more of almost a clone of it. But it's kind of, you see a little bit of a blending of, I'm not going to say Total Annihilation, or Planetary Annihilation. But Supreme Commander and Total Annihilation kind of blended in that game because there's some bigger enemy or bigger units you can use. And I can't remember if Planetary Annihilation did this or Supreme Commander. I know Spring Engine, which was built around Total Annihilation, added the ability to terraform. And 0K lets you terraform. So you can raise and lower land. You can build a wall of a cliff around your base, which is one thing I do. But then you got like more units that can attack you. They've got spiders, spider bots, cloak bots, shield bots, hovercraft, so I can go on water. You got amphibious, you got tank, flying, like planes that just keep flying, and then you got can't remember what they call them, but it's like it's not hovercraft, but it's a flying craft that can hover. And it's not helicopter based. It's some other gunships. You got those in there. So they got a good range. But yeah, I've played a lot of those type of games. Those were like my favorite ones because you never run out of resources. So you could just keep experimenting with different ways and different ways to like beat them. Stuff like that. So 0K, I'm looking there. Well, I got Planetary Annihilation. That's a fun one just because you could blow up a whole planet or a moon. No, that's always fun. There's another one I had I'm looking for. Yeah, I've got... Oh, Ashes of the Singularity. That was another similar one to those. Can't forget those. Cyberpunk 2077. That was asked earlier. Yeah, I'm not going to say quality-wise. I haven't played it. I didn't buy it. That is not my style, really. You know, I did not buy into the hype. But one of the guys I work with bought it on PlayStation. Said it was really buggy, even on PlayStation. And already, you know, looking on the very, you know, first night, as people are getting it and starting to play. I mean, granted, right now is saying on Steam, mostly positive, 79%. But yeah, you could go in and there's just review after review after review of game crashing during like the first dialogue where you have a choice to make. Here's one: sluggish, mouse movement unplayable. Now that could be somebody's system, you know. Somebody else talking about there's only 4 romance options and the dialogue choices are flat filling. Somebody else saying something I say about certain games that are obviously pushed out too quickly. Wait a year. You know, game is bare bones and lots of stuff is missing. Yeah. Obviously something that they rushed to get out. Like I said earlier, that seems they were just trying to push it out because they were already behind. And it's, yeah. It's one of those, like, Scrap Mechanic has been out. It took them 3 years to get to doing even survival mode in the game. And as it stands now, if you want a survival game, Scrap Mechanic is way behind other survival games. And I'd say on that one, wait a year or two. But if you're looking for a survival game, you know, that's what it is. Nice way to get into the Shallow Leviathan area. Okay. Well, that's one of the two ways to get in there, Ian. You go from hers, or like I was showing earlier for getting one of the spiral plants, next to the engine thruster section of the wreck ship. If you drop straight down from there, this is in the purple vents, you just go straight down. There's a spot where it kind of looks like skull eye sockets at the bottom. You go through there and you're in the the Shadow Leviathan area. It's right there. So depending on where you are in the map, that's possibly the quickest way there, because you don't have to go try to find hers through the vent garden area or through the lily pads. You talk about Cyberpunk. Is it for consoles? Because I'm looking at Steam reviews for, you know, PC. Carpet bomb with nukes. You actually have nukes in 0K. Actually, there's different nukes. There's like tactical nukes, which you get like 4 different options, I think is what it was. There was like an EMP, like a fire bomb, which would, or a conflagration, something like that name to it, that just sets an area on fire. Then like a tactical nuke that just blows up. And there was like it was something else. I can't remember the other one. And then you have like the big nuke, which what I love about with 0K is when you launch it, you can actually zoom way out and see it go up into the sky, and then do the dive to hit, and that thing wipes like a huge area out. Yeah, I can't remember Total Annihilation on that, or Planetary Annihilation, how much that was, but I know in 0K you can easily wipe a large map out with like nukes because they cover such an area. I know, Planetary Annihilation, I remember you could actually build also, I want to say, you could build a jet engine into like the planet or the moon or asteroid, and it would actually let you steer that into another planet to destroy them both, I want to say. Just so peasants don't crap at them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm looking at reviews for that on here, and it's still a lot of people saying stuff's missing from it, you know, just lacking content. I mean, again, you know, they built up a lot of hype for Cyberpunk, and I feel like they were like, we really don't need to release this yet, but we pushed too far now. If we don't release it soon, we're going to lose some of that momentum. And you gotta think, it's all business. It's all about a marketing thing. Building up all that hype makes a difference. And so that's them doing exactly that. They got this big hype going. They don't want to lose the momentum, because that means people won't want to buy it if they haven't already pre-ordered. And yeah, I feel like it's going to be a year from now, maybe a lot better. But it depends on how much they get fixed. I did see they pumped out a really fast hot fix for some stuff on it. So I feel like they knew it was coming and they were just ready for it. Oh yeah, Death Star. That's true. I forgot about that one. Or blow the planet up. Yeah, there was that one you could do that was like, it was a nuke for the planet. And it would basically alert the enemy like, hey, they got this over here. If you don't destroy it in a certain amount of time, they're going to blow the whole planet up. I remember that. Well, the big things about Planetary Annihilation for me was launching enemy units to another planet. I would always try to get something going quickly, and I would just start launching them to other planets, because I knew if the enemy was on my planet, I wanted to colonize the others first and give myself a safety net there if I did get my base wiped out. But also, if they weren't on my planet, I wanted to know and know which planet they were on. Big rock pointing down, opening ground. Yeah, there's a quick way to get to her base, but also her, actually, if I remember right on the map, the far end from the red crystals to her base, they're the opposite ends of basically the tunnel area. And then right around the middle of that is the drop down from the purple vents like I'm talking about. And that's really like a, purple vents. You find that first cabin section, the thruster section of the ship. It's a 30-second drop down straight into the purple crystal caverns right there in the middle area. And it's not far to get to another base from there. Well, hi, Mr. Sloth. Again, we said hi to him earlier, too. Diamond Head, you not upload Zero, but you beat it like 20 many times. Why are you? I'm not understanding that. Good night, Danielle. Thanks for hanging out. Actually, oh man, we're coming up on 3.5 hours, so we have gone a good bit over. Timmy, come here. Come here. All right, I'm gonna put it here, right here on dog head. Yeah, reach for it. Yeah, Diamond Head, I'm not sure what you were meaning by that. Not following that. What you were typing there. Yeah, you need to go to sleep. I need to take Timmy out because he probably needs to pee. Timmy, you need to pee? You need to go pee? Go outside? Wanna go outside? Go pee? Go poop? You just want me to pet you? So, yeah, go to sleep, Merrick. We're gonna go ahead and call it. You know what? Let's go. Yep, he's ready. Me and him are gonna go outside so he can pee. Probably go ahead and get started on some food, and then I've got video work to do later. But yeah, fun. I had some fun today. We got some stuff done with the base. More decoration. Hoping maybe we get another small update soon for this. If not, we'll have to come up with something interesting for next time. I'm not sure what to do on the next build or next time. We might start a new base somewhere. We might go try to build a new base in some place if I can find enough titanium for it. That is. Today's stream is already pretty much over. We're finishing up, Ian, because this is coming up on 3.5 hours now. We've already done everything. So yeah, you called in a little bit too late. You can watch it on the replay though. Yeah, we'll have to figure out something more to do next time because I feel like I don't want to get too much bigger on that base, and I don't want to just focus on trying to find supplies for more solar panels next. Come here. Oh. All right, come on, pop up. You're gonna say bye. Come on, you want to get in real close on the mic. Come on, say something, Tibby. You're like, all right, he just wants to go outside, don't you? You want to give me a kiss? No. You want to give me a kiss? No? No kiss? Nah. All right, let's go. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. And, yeah, been fun today. Normal schedule this week. Let's see, we got one more week before Christmas, right? Yeah, so this week we got one more week this week, and then next week will be Christmas week. So normal schedule this week. Like usual, videos, live streams Thursday and Saturday. So yeah, go to sleep. And if it's not time for you to go to sleep yet, go get some food. Go stretch your legs at least. That's what I need to do. But thanks for hanging out with me and Timmy, and we'll see you guys next time.